welcome to The Reliables on the Zombie Orpheus Entertainment channel here on Twitch. We do this show in partnership with Pinnacle Entertainment Group, the makers of the Savage Worlds game system. And we're here to do a great show. It's a tabletop RPG show, and not only is it a tabletop RPG show, it's a fully interactive tabletop RPG show, where you get to influence the show a little bit. We'll get to just how you do that in a second. First, I want to introduce these people at the table with me. Hey, wait a minute. Who are these people? I don't know any of these people.
You know these people.
Oh, wait a minute.
It's just us, dude.
Okay, it's just you. I was having a heart attack there. Whew.
I snuck in. Hi, guys.
First up, let's meet Bryce Bebop. Hey, everybody. Look, it's Bryce.
Hey, what's up, Bryce?
How's it going, everybody?
Hi, Bryce. Hey, Bryce.
Yes. Well, Bryce Bebop. So
He has
What do you do on the
He has
show?
the coolest name in the cast.
Yeah.
It's
I
true.
don't know.
By far.
There are other people.
No, you've got the coolest
No,
name.
by far.
Xander's a
By
really
far.
cool name.
Yeah, but
It's not
you're the only
alliterative,
one
though.
with, yeah,
you know?
you're the one
Yeah.
with the superhero name.
Oh, that's
Yep,
true.
you gotta have the
My
alliteration.
bad. My bad.
You rock.
So, on the show, I play a man by the name. I said man. Let me step that back a second.
Ma'am.
I play the legend that is Vector Reigns.
Vector
That's just how he works. All around amazing, badass, kick-ass hero. Children's love him. Children's love him. We're gonna go with that. Yeah,
I think you're nice.
You're doing fine. Yeah.
Just like Vector,
Cut.
he speaks before he thinks, and he acts before he speaks. So it's Vector. And then we're also using avatars. So the avatar that I am playing is Farhad Sultani, who is a young what?
Oh, sorry.
You talking smack over there?
Sorry. No.
Oh, right.
I said Gene Simmons, but I didn't mean it.
I mean, that's fair. This is what my hair actually used to look like.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
it makes me so sad.
That is nothing but awesome.
I know.
right there.
I'm gonna go get hair plugs.
Well, now it's nothing but nothing.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's a rough
Nothing
life.
from nothing leaves nothing.
But Farhad does have a full head of hair, so
It's glorious.
I like how he tosses it. Yeah, that's great.
it's like me. This
you
is
go.
like just a couple years for Xander here. I'm
Yeah,
just saying,
yeah.
like he's got these curls,
Just get that
which you'll see
term.
next after I
Tell
tell
you
you
let
about
people know you mean
Farhad,
business.
who is a young man who studies biology. He also is very religious. He's a Zoroastrian priest. They're called Zoroasters, by the way.
Nice.
Just so you're all aware.
Yeah.
He's a pacifist. He's a vegetarian. He believes that putting out good into the world is what we all should be doing and striving for, which is why he doesn't know how some of his friends, Robert, are the way they are. But you know what? He'll keep putting that good out. Oh, I should slap the shit out of that mic, should I? That's probably a bad idea. All right, I've been talking for a while. Somebody else,
Well,
go.
professional broadcaster.
Well, how about we meet somebody else in the cast? How
We
about
know
we
what
meet
we're doing.
Xander Layden, everybody?
Hello.
Second coolest name.
Second coolest.
I know
name
chat
in
says
the
it's the coolest name.
Yeah,
game.
it is.
See?
Okay,
I know,
all right.
right?
Literally, Sharon said it, so I guess it must be true.
Yeah.
It's
We
canon.
talk about it all the time. We're like, Xander Layton? That's so good.
It was a really good
It's a
name.
made-up name. My real name's Filbert. So,
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
That's
Filbert.
even a cool name.
Portents McGillicuddy. Yeah.
Actually, McGillicuddy was a nickname of mine as a young man.
Really?
Yeah, Cheeks McGillicuddy.
Even that's cool.
Yeah, I'm Xander Layden. I play Paul, the last Sodian, a polysilicate life form. Incredibly smart, looks exactly like this, but with more veins of quartz running through their body. Big brain hours over here with Paul. Very, very sweet individual, very curious, and also a pacifist. In addition to Paul, my avatar is a young Irish boy named Seamus Quinn, and he's very, very knowledgeable little boy, very Irish and scrappy. Yeah. That's who I'm playing.
Thank you, Xander. You know who
Tip
else
of
we
the
have?
cap.
We have Owen Severance here.
Hi.
Hey.
Hi.
You can tell he's really excited to be here.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I snuck in. So, I'm Owen Severance. I'm playing Guy Whitman, not White Man.
Everybody knows it's White Man.
Whitman, a completely vanilla dude who's also a forklift operator on a space. What would you call it? Freighter. Forklift operator who knocks over a crate and releases a parasitic symbiote that's hiding inside, which bonds with him. super uncomfortably. And so they're trying to achieve symbiosis. Jean Rita, the alien, is incredibly egotistical and narcissistic, while Guy Whitman is very insecure and very frightened. Vanilla.
Milk toast.
Milk toast. Yeah, nice. I like
Wrap it up, white man!
that. You are taking too long. You're terrible. The other, my avatar is Robert Wright, who is essentially would be Matthew McConaughey's way less talented second cousin, who is a brilliant chemist and
Much like Matthew McConaughey.
much like Matthew McConaughey. That's him. Mostly oblivious to what's going on, doesn't know. Borders on stupid, let's be honest, kind of dumb. But yeah, so that's him. Oh, and I wear a cowboy hat.
Thank you,
I'm
Will.
sorry. I'm sorry.
That's most enlightening. And I guess we've got Christian Doyle
Hi.
at the table with us.
I'm Christian Doyle.
You may remember me from
I was with it. No, I'm playing a character named Jonomox, who you can see right here, right here. Jonomox. Jonomox is a shape-changing alien smuggler thief assassin, just like the most edgelord character I can think of at the time.
With knives.
With knives, oh yeah, all the knives, dark makeup. He's a real character, and he was a prisoner before the fall of everything in Masters of the Metaverse. He got basically an offer to be paroled out onto the Reliance to help the team, and he finally has earned his freedom, and now he is willingly aboard the Reliance, probably looking for a way to steal the ship. My avatar is a young Russian man named Ivan Petrov, a Sambo champion and junior physicist. He loves American culture and believes that all the best parts of American culture are, in fact, communist. And he's right.
He's not wrong. Can't really argue with that. So I was saying, this is an interactive show. That means that you get to change things. We've got a whole way that you get to do it, and it's through our store. And Bryce is going to tell you a little bit about it. No, wait.
It's going to be me.
It's going to be Christian.
This time it's
going to be me. Look, I've got an agenda here. I'm not going to lie.
Sure. Of course he
All
does.
right. Yeah, no. Look, things have to happen. All right? Tonight, things have to happen. Here at the store, things have to happen. So here is your store. Here's what it's all about. For $5, you can shout out, which is just going to make the computer say whatever you type into it, barring any fancy swear words. Well, no, it'll accept the fancy swear words, but like regular swears, not so much. $10 gets you a Benny for us. A Benny saved is a Benny earned, meaning you can put Bennies into a pool for us to take from. These are what we use to heal ourselves, folks, what we use to soak damage, what we use to activate our powers, what we use to make really bad shape-changing decisions, and how we move on our slider from pilot to avatar. So those are very important. We've got a couple in the store right now. Jam the works for just like $5 more. You can just give the same bennies to our illustrious game master, GM Jams, who will use them to foil us from keep us from foiling him. You get what I'm saying.
He's a
right?
sadist.
It's pretty
That's
easy.
the point.
Personality reorder of $15 is going to allow you to move us anywhere you want to on the slider. If we're a little bit too avatar or a little too pilot for you, maybe you don't like our stupid accents, you can change those with just $15. Win, lose, or draw will give us another card to pull from if we don't like the card we got. Cards are how we measure initiative in Savage World, so the higher card, the better. When we get those low cards, it means we go after the bad guys, and the bad guys get the drop on us. Bad news for us, so not a bad thing to get. System Shock is going to randomly shove us around somewhere on the slider between pilot and avatar. Oh no, I'll wait for you to finish.
Here's the first critical failure donation, because I know you're overdue, Christian.
Well,
Hashtag jam.
I literally had
Oh.
2 last week with here.
But they
Come
weren't
on.
shape change ones. That's
Yeah, no, I will do some bad shape changes today. I think it's going to happen. I'm pretty sure Leo's got the dice set up, so they just roll double ones anytime I'm on deck anyway. Fuck you, Leo! Okay, what I meant to say was, after that, you can, System Shock's going to throw us somewhere on the slider. Dance Magic Dance is going to make us all dance. We will all have to dance for the entirety of whatever song Leo plays for us.
Don't do it.
Hopefully it's not Inagata Davida. This is not that long a show. Also, we don't have the rights for that and would be taken down almost immediately.
Just don't do it.
Story time is going to allow one of the characters, whether pilot or avatar, to tell you a little bit about their past, maybe something you wanted to know about that character and didn't. If you've got a question for that character, story time is a good way to get that. A reliable source is going to be very much the same thing, but it's going to be a character commenting on the situation that is currently happening. One of the benefits of this and why it would work if we use it a little bit more often is that it's a little bit like a Zach Morris timeout. It gives people a chance to kind of plan or maybe get some good advice from a character who's talking. So think about that one. It's not too bad at all. Getting an education is going to give GM Jams an edge that he can just give to a combat edge that he can just throw at any one of his, all of his bad guys at once. So, you know, if we're fighting a bunch of Mook ninjas, now they are suddenly way more good because they actually have the martial arts edge. That's how it goes sometimes.
And I will never stack them up multiple times.
Oh,
to make
no,
things
no,
even
he's
harder.
so above
Never.
that. Yeah, no,
He's a very bad person. Don't
he
give
is,
him that.
he is
give
way,
him that.
way above it.
No, just
Now we're moving on into the good stuff now. Meta Meltdown. What this does is we take our avatar sheets and we give them to another player, and they play that avatar for the duration of that round. Why this is a good thing to have? For players, it's not. It throws off our game. All of our plans get thrown out the window. It's utter chaos. But I would like to point out that everybody in the cast this week is doing a stupid accent.
yeah.
And I want to see how uncomfortable all of us white folks get when we get stuck with Bryce's character.
Oh boy.
I don't want to do
Oh,
that.
boy.
No.
I don't want to do that.
I just want to see how you're going to react. Like,
I'm not
are you
going to
just
react.
not going
I'm
to talk
gonna
for that round? I want to see it
Yes.
happen. So let's get a couple meltdowns in it. Make us all go through the same discomfort.
Bust out the asshole.
We deserve it. Just so we're clear.
We're bad people.
Rule of cool. Anything goes. It's basically our finishing move. You know, if you really need a fight to be over in 10 minutes, rule of cool is going to get it done. Because the way it works is we go in our order and we decide what our best round would be in that situation, the best way that we could possibly take down the bad guy and describe the coolest situation that we possibly can. Physics be damned. Then you vote on it, and whoever wins the vote succeeds with a raise, and everything is great, and physics are damned, and everybody else has to try the dumbass thing that they just said they were going to do. So, also a good one to get. And finally, we have the hack attack. Do you think that this world doesn't have enough dinosaurs roaming around smoking cigarettes in it while listening to samba music? Well, you can add that with a Meta Meltdown. They're expensive, but they're good.
Oh, love hack attack.
And that is our store.
Back to you.
What?
That is our store.
That's our store.
Thank you, Christian.
Hey, you're welcome.
I see that you did have an agenda. Thank you for filling me in on that ahead of time.
Yeah,
It really helps.
I told you that I had an agenda ahead of time. I just didn't say what it was.
Yeah. Thanks.
Let's play with some of the good stuff today. Come on.
Okay. Hey, before we get started, let's talk a little bit about the game that we're playing, Savage Worlds by Pinnacle Entertainment Group. Bryce, you want to tell us a little bit about that?
I can tell you a little bit about Savage Worlds and how awesome and fun it is. So,
That sounded really forced. Can you try that again?
Make it
I can
believable
tell you
this time.
anytime, any place. See, now I'm just reading the back. That's what you did to me, James. Now, Savage Worlds is really freaking awesome. There's a whole lot of different settings that are in this whole gameplay. There's Wild West settings with Deadlands. There's sci-fi settings with Last Parsec. There's horror high school with East Texas University.
Mm-hmm.
There's one that I'm really excited about. I still need to get a physical copy, but it's Crystal Heart with a bunch of magic and stuff.
Oh, neat.
It's really cool. You can do so many different things in the game. It's also really quick and really simple. You have a bunch of skills. Those skills are rated from a D4 to a D12. You succeed on a roll of 4. You get better, your die goes up. All right, she's not looking at us, so okay. All right, moving on. Moving on. As previously stated, initiative is with cards. So if you have the highest card, you get to go first. We all have a bunch of really cool edges. It's really fun to play on. It's really quick and easy. We can get into this right now. I could stop talking at any time, but people are still looking around. So I am going to keep blabbering.
You just stop. I can do this all day.
I'm confused now.
Yeah.
So
No, I'm just
note to
confused.
self, don't have Bryce do the filibuster. Got it. Okay.
Nope.
We got that covered.
I'll do the old
Are we
review
filibustering? That sounds fun.
Hey, we had an episode last week. Did you know?
We
We
did.
had an episode last week where we started using these avatars on a teenage adventure. Anybody want to talk a little bit about what happened last week at all?
We argued a lot.
Yeah, yeah, there was a lot of that. And
There was some arguing.
unnatural
Anything else
earthquakes.
happen? at all?
Unnatural earthquakes, submarines.
There was some pee.
Oh,
There was some
yeah.
piss involved.
Yeah,
Pee in a guy's
more
face.
than was
Yeah.
comfortable.
Mhm.
Yeah, a lot of urine.
Weaponized.
Yeah, that's right.
We drank
That's right.
cat milk.
Yeah,
Got
cat
bonuses.
milk.
That was good, cat milk.
Yeah, no, that was
Um,
great. I loved the cat milk.
You got in a submarine.
That's
That's
right,
cool.
and that's where like with the plot I think is really where that goes, right?
Yeah.
We ended
Yeah.
up in a submarine.
And then we went to an underwater base with the submarine.
That's right.
We
Because
all
we,
learned.
Yeah, we got captured.
Yep,
and
yep.
Then we escaped, and then we stowed away into the submarine. Then we went to the underwater base, and we
All learned what a moon pool was.
right.
We
And
learned.
what friendship was.
Mhm.
No,
Not yet. That's this
no,
episode.
no. All right.
Friendship
But
is
yeah,
right.
then there's some kind of doomsday device, and we have to stop the doomsday device. There's clearly an evil Bond villain of some kind down here with
Who else
many
has
henchmen.
an underwater base?
And so at the end, we weren't really sure. We were a little overwhelmed as children, I think, and we decided the best course of action was to get captured because that's what you do in Bond movies.
It's true. And so here we are. And what is not a prison cell, as we discussed last week, it probably was some of these henchmen's quarters at some point, hastily cleared out, and now an empty room with the four of you in it. Not even a lock on the door, just, two guys with guns standing out front. But let's take a look on those sliders and see where everybody is on the Pilot to Avatar show. Because, hey, we've got sliders because we have pilots and avatars.
That's right.
Mhm.
Which means, see those things at the bottom of the
I'm
screen?
full P.
Yeah, that means Jonah Mox is in charge over there instead of your
All
avatar.
right, that's good.
Good. Where's everybody else? Okay, guys.
Oh,
A
I'm
little bit in
full
the
A,
middle,
man.
and then, Roberts and full avatar over there.
That's right, man. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Guy, white man, is a voice in
yeah.
the back of his head.
Yeah, some voice is screaming Whitman. I don't know why, man. It's weird. It's weird. It's actually pretty confusing because he's screaming. Then some darker voice. It's really full of like a lot of hate. I don't like that. Man. Anybody else feel like they're losing their minds here? I feel like I'm losing my mind a little bit. Anybody else? You?
Cat
No.
milk.
That's
Okay.
all right, man.
Yeah, cat milk.
That's all right. Yeah.
So, guys, here we are.
How
We
do we
got
get out of here?
captured. I think this was my idea.
Yep.
This was not a great idea as far as ideas go, and I
Yeah.
admit that. Now.
That's good, man. That's good. Good to admit your mistakes. But now we're.
Anybody in there?
I am present.
Cool. Good.
Yeah, Lucky Charms.
So, are we going to escape?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea, man. We should escape. We should get out of here. My daddy's gonna kill me if he finds out I'm like being held by underwater guards and stuff. He doesn't like that stuff. He'll take my Lexus away. I don't like that. We gotta get out of here. Anybody else tripping on mescaline? I make homemade mescaline.
No.
I like to go to Disney World, right?
Where did you even get?
Oh, I made it, man. From those chemicals in that kitchen that we were just in. Yeah. Orange juice and Clorox, man. It's real good. It's real good.
How long do we think it's going to be before the guards are poisoned and asleep?
It's fast acting, whatever it is. Did they drink it? I don't remember,
I
man.
don't know.
Like how?
From
we
the
Did
vodka?
we end up doing that?
I believe we spiked
Did
it.
spike some vodka, but that was back on the
That's right,
submarine.
that's
Who
right.
knows where those guards are now?
Right.
Oh, they might be dead.
Ooh.
Yeah. We got to
All
figure
right.
out something new to
Or
do.
creating
man.
a line at the lavatory,
Yeah, most likely, man. That's a side effect. It's real gross, man. It's disgusting.
Is there a latrine in here?
No, there's not. There is no place to use the bathroom in here.
You could use another like pee tactic. I mean, that's gross, man, but you can do it. You know what
I mean, we pull it under the door, and then
It's not touching anything. I don't understand.
That's right.
You want it up, down? Where do you want it? It's literally in the same place.
You're doing great.
I didn't. I took
Nothing's
it off
changed.
and I put it right back on.
Nothing's changed. No.
Thank you.
You're all just distracted because Leo's doing the show topless.
We asked her not to, but
She does what she wants.
adamant.
She didn't even act like she heard us when we said don't. She was ignoring all of us.
Top was already on the ground.
Weird music in the background. Music you wouldn't expect to be in the background
I'm
for
playing
something
a
like that. It's
15-year-old.
weird. Yeah. Came to Pee-wee's Playhouse. That's bizarre. It was freaky.
we're never gonna get out of this alive.
No.
We're gonna cross-talk our characters to death.
Yeah.
What happened? Explosions. That's what happened.
Leo, put him away.
Yeah, well,
What's with the tassels?
she thinks it makes her look decent, or something. Like it's not over the top, but it's over the top. Yeah.
Mark brings up a good point.
Is she spinning him clockwise? That's amazing. How do you do that? That's crazy. Counterclockwise. She turns it around too. Goes the other way. Look at that.
It's them
Oh my
going
gosh.
the opposite directions. That's really
Yeah,
getting
right?
me.
One goes one way, one goes the other.
I
I've
don't
never
even
even seen
understand
that.
how it works.
I've never seen them go different directions, man. Are you in Australia? That's crazy. That's insane.
You should get paid for this.
Yeah.
Well, Leo's died.
Yeah.
That's great.
So pee under the door. That's our
Pee under the door.
We'll go
then
with
we,
plan two for that.
We got to get those
It's a
guards
backup
in here,
plan.
man. We got to get them in here somehow, so we can get them drunk on diarrhea juice. I can make that, man. Get them into the bathroom. You know what I'm saying? Get them on some mescaline. They'll trip all over
Do
this.
we have an idea of where the machine is? Anyone?
Well, we'll need to get some schematics first off.
Great,
Yeah.
great. How do we get schematics? It's
Come on, Lucky Charms, save the
this
day.
is not exactly the computer age, right?
Well, it's
Aren't we like 20 years away from computers that are smaller than a room or something?
the tech of this base is a bit advanced. They might be working with something to that effect.
Like rolled up paper.
So a computer wouldn't be too hard to find
Like-
because it's going to be the size of a truck.
Like Sears and pneumatic tubes, yeah.
And those little spinny things, man. You ever seen those? Looks like a cassette tape. It ain't one though. It's actually like a computer running.
Rail to rail.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Hey, an Irish pirate, man. I like that. That's right. I've never met one before, but I know one now, man. That's good.
It's not all fairy tales. No. First things first, we got to get out of this room.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. That's no problem.
Yeah.
We can get out of the room anytime we want to get out of the room. I just wanted to make sure that we were on the same page. We got to make it to the computer room, right?
Any sort of terminal or any sort of administrative office that might have schematics.
I have no idea what you said. That's fine.
I can't understand a word you're saying, Lucky Charms. I don't know what's happening here. I have no idea. I can barely understand Apu over there, but I don't know what you're saying, man. I have no idea. It's quite confusing. I still like you, though. You're a good guy. You're a nice guy.
We
I like you.
find the administrative
Are you
office.
saying I'm not the nice guy? That's
Oh,
nice.
no, you're great, man. You made my finger glow last time. That was great, man. It was like a little flashlight, Yeah. It was great.
Remind me what you all do again. You chemistry,
That's right.
engineering,
Skeet shooting.
biology.
Yeah. How can we use those, man?
I don't know. I guess if we were gonna
Yeah.
dissect a cat or something, you'd be really
Yeah,
useful.
right. Pour some acid on it or something.
I can examine specimens and
Well, examine those specimens outside the door with the guns, man.
I
Hey, tell us what to do.
they have guns. They have weapons.
Are there any where we are any chemicals of any time or any
It's been
type
pretty
I can
cleared
use?
out that you've
Okay. All right.
around. Yeah, not much in here.
Just one entrance.
Yep, just the one entrance.
We gotta
Two
just get
beds,
them unconscious.
Couple
man.
of lockers.
Which one does the Krav Maga stuff where you choke people out, make them unconscious? Was that you?
Yep.
Yeah, you got to do some of that, man. That was great. And then someone else, right? Like they can pee on the other guys. That worked last time. I think it worked this time. I think it'd be great. So one of you pee on him, and you just like get him in a chokehold and put him down on the ground, right? The other guy will be sick. He'll pee all over his face. He's not going to be good. So he'll just get down on the ground. He'll start throwing up. I'll just like bring a boot up into his face, right? What do you think?
I mean, I think it's a plan.
Yeah, it's not a good plan though. I know, man. I'm just trying my
Doesn't
best.
matter.
It's not.
Better than
Yeah, no pee. I'm just messing with you.
Oh no, I mean, if
Yeah,
pee's what we got to work with, might as well just use pee.
When all you have is a hammer.
Very good.
Now, you know, when you're 15, you pretty much only think with your
Hammer.
With your head, right? Like, you know, what? I didn't
Look
say
around.
that
Is there
right now.
anything we could use? Like you said, it's mostly cleared out, but I'm like any sort of food, any sort of
We got to hustle him, man. We got to
No
get him in here
chemicals.
somehow.
no, nothing really you could find, but you did, you know, searching around there. Under one of the mattresses, there's, you know, a magazine that you shouldn't be looking at.
All right. See, this isn't so bad. This isn't all bad, right? Not hopeless. We can all look at this. I want to take time in the corner. You guys
Anybody
get to go next,
acting?
right?
Anybody good at acting?
Well, I can
yes.
I can act like I
No,
want him to come in here.
not
you know?
particularly.
I figure if we get somebody to play sick, we can get them in here.
Yeah,
And once they're in here,
right.
I start
That was perfect. man.
throwing up.
There you go.
All right.
I get it. Biology.
Yeah. He knows that
So,
little thing. That
go into a little
dangly
more
thing will
detail
make
on
you
this,
throw up,
exactly.
man.
How are you managing this? Are you actually making yourself throw up? or
Yeah,
are you
I'm just
starting to
gonna
act?
go.
Touch that little dangly thing
Yeah.
back there. That'll make it happen. Yeah, do that.
Yeah, I'm just gonna make myself throw up.
That's disgusting, man. I'm gonna throw up in my mouth. I can't watch that. That's gross.
Fair enough. Do you have the healing skill?
Let me see. I gotta get in character here.
This far, huh?
I do.
Yeah, no, I got this.
D8. All right, I'll take a D8 and a D6 as Fire attempts to initiate some vomiting there. Oh wow!
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah,
man.
he's real good at
This is some projectile level vomiting.
You break down
Successful
the
at
door.
puking his guts out.
successful
That's great.
binge and purge test.
There
Yeah,
you go.
you know that the food you ate back on the submarine.
Was already scared.
Bulimic cannon.
Yeah.
Level 1.
And it gets everywhere.
I'm trying to aim, if possible, right by the door, so when they walk in, there's just like, ugh!
And it's quite loud. It's you know it's full on retching. This isn't acting.
Boom, 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 boom. Guard! Guard!
Hey, it's on my shoes, man.
Hey,
To the small window in the door, one of them's kind of looking in.
Farhad's very sick.
Man, you got terrible food here, man. He just fell down. He's gonna fall in it pretty soon. He's gonna smell pretty bad.
The door slides open, and there's the two guards out there. One of them is turned in to face the room and looks at the pile of vomit spreading on the floor.
Please, you got to get him. What if it's contagious?
Yeah. If you don't get down and clean that up, I'm gonna get sick. Then we're gonna have like a pond of this stuff all
He
over the
leans
ground.
to the
You'll
other
be
one.
slipping in
I
it.
will go get someone, and walks away. The door stands open, and there's but one guard there now, who is turned to face you. His back is no longer to you.
Hey,
Face vomit!
But he seems to be more focused on the vomit, and he keeps moving so it doesn't get on his shoes.
All right, chokey, man. You know what I'm saying? Get in there. Let's choke
And
him
careful,
out.
it's dripping from the ceiling too.
Yeah. There you go.
Right in the neck.
Yeah.
What do you got for fighting over
It's
there?
all the way up there.
And
It's all the way
keep
up
in mind you're full pilot at the
Yeah,
moment.
yeah.
So I need Jonah Mox's.
In that case, I also produce a knife and stab him with it.
Oh, man.
What?
What do you got for fighting over there? You've been using a knife.
D12 plus 2,
All right, let's take a D12 and a D6 and add 2 to it.
which still only makes me the third best fighter in the cast.
Oh my god.
Look at that.
Okay then.
Yeah,
murder.
A
Yeah,
16
16.
is definitely
So his
going to be a
head
hit
flies
with a raise. So what damage do you do normally with a knife?
With my knife, let me find out. Strength plus D6, so 2D6.
All right, with an extra D6 for a
3d6.
raise, that makes it 3D6 for damage. Oh my, one of those aces.
Oh. Yeah.
You brutally stabbed this guard in the neck.
Oh God! Oh my God, man! What do you? Whoa! That's a little. That's very over the top, don't you? Oh man!
You're
it's
not
getting
sure
on my
where the
shoes.
knife came from. You're pretty sure he
man.
didn't have a knife before, but suddenly he has a knife, and now there's a dead man in the doorway.
Oh, that's the grossest thing.
No
I've
one
ever
got
seen.
choked out. But blood is now mixing with the vomit.
Guy can't beat that far down the hallway, can he? Okay, I'm just gonna like lean out the door and just see if I can catch him in the back of the dome with it.
All right, that's going to be athletics in this case because you're throwing a weapon.
Yeah, I only have a D10 in athletics.
So I'll take a D10 and a D6. Oh.
Oh, man.
And once
guy.
again, we got
17?
a 17 there, which because you have the drop is actually a 21.
Okie doke.
So in this case, it's going to be 3 6-sided dice plus 4 for the damage.
Ouch.
And you stick
14.
him right in the back.
Oh.
And he topples into the
Oh.
corridor.
Come on.
Looks like he had a lever coming out of his head, man. That was
Farhad,
bad.
you good?
Yeah, Robert, you get the distinct impression that this is not the first time he's killed someone before. It was too practiced.
Yeah. I thought I knew
You're starting
you,
to
man.
question your Russian comrade there.
These voices in my head are bad enough, man, but you didn't have a
I'm gonna
knife
pull
before.
the
Now that guy
body
looks like he has a
inside
switch.
the room.
All right.
Is there any chance that I could stop the bleeding?
Well, the poor guy that he stabbed in the throat fell into the room.
Okay,
and
cool.
His blood is everywhere with the vomit mixed together on the floor.
So-
It's pretty gross.
I'm going to grab him and
Could
pull him in.
I
That's all right.
heal him? I need to know if he's too far gone.
He's toast.
Okay.
Yeah, that neck injury is...
All his blood is already out of his body, man. It's on the floor. All of
that
it's
neck
gone.
injury is not recoverable
Yeah,
from it.
It's all gone.
I'm going to say.
Now, the guy that got hit in the back with the knife, you might be able to help him out if you get
Yeah, I
to him
probably
fast.
only severed his spinal cord a little
Yeah,
bit.
he should be fine. I'm going to say a quick prayer and then grab his gun.
Okay.
Just so nobody else has it.
He'll
Yeah,
be
yeah, yeah.
fine.
I'll get the other one.
Fair enough.
What is it?
They're Uzis.
Oh, great. So they're small enough to actually.
Hey, all right. Here's where I come into play,
Then I
man.
will
Guns.
patch up
Let's
the
do
other
this.
guy on the way out.
All right. You're going to be using your skill, which
Yeah,
takes 10 minutes.
I'm
for
not
a
going to give you a
power.
gun right now.
Healing
Oh,
magic.
why not? Man?
All right.
I'm
Because
going to say a prayer and try to
I'm
touch
real
him.
good with guns, man. I will,
Okay.
I will
Rub his
shoot
back
up this whole
slightly.
place, man.
So I believe that's going
Yeah.
to be focus
Yeah,
in your
yeah.
case.
That
Now, why don't you wanna give
is
me
a focus roll of a D8.
I just heard you talk for the last 10 minutes, and I was like,
All right.
maybe you shouldn't have a gun.
I will
don't know
take
what's
a
going on,
D8
man. I have
and
no
a
idea.
D6, subtract 1 from it. That's going to be, wow, 2
This is
eights.
going far too well.
Yeah.
Yeah. That exploded again, so let's get another 8.
This is way better than I thought it was going to be.
Wow. Even
Jeez.
with the subtraction in there, yeah, that's 21.
What did you do?
He just completely healed all the damage from the guy that you just stuck in the back.
His
with
head
the
hole
knife.
is
He
just
dragged him
sucking
into
up.
the cell, and his eyes open up.
What are you doing?
I cannot let him suffer.
So, Robert, were you
He
hitting him
wasn't
when his
suffering.
eyes
He was
open?
dead. He died instantly. What are you doing, man?
This is Batman.
Oh, yeah. He would have taken a while to bleed out.
Okay, I'm gonna need a fighting roll from you in this case. What do you have for fighting?
This is
Robert?
my fighting. Where would that be here?
It's on your skills. Starts with an F. If it's not on your skill list,
All right, an F. That's right. That's right.
It's not. It's not.
that means you have a D4 minus 2 normally. But because you have the drop and get a +4 bonus, it's still going to be a D4 plus 2. So if I
So
get a
even
D4 and a
incapacitated, I
D6,
cannot even hit
Oh,
this
no,
man.
you probably can. Just fine.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, go night night.
yeah, you're going to hit him. It's not going to be a raise. You just do your strength die and damage. What's your strength?
My strength is what's
6.
that? 6.
Okay, we'll just roll a D6
All right.
for damage.
Time for someone to go night night. Yeah, yeah.
You hit him in the face, and yeah, it hurts your hand more than you think you hurt. his
No,
hand.
I'm all right.
Yeah,
No, I'm a real man. This doesn't hurt at all. Man. This is fine.
it
Punching
stings.
people hurts.
Oh yeah.
But his eyes are still wide open. He seems to be coming to grips with the fact that he is now suddenly alive and breathing again.
Hey, I'm sorry, man.
And we're going to go into some cards because that all just happened. Well, in this case, Ace of Spades is going to be the first one to go. So
Okay.
that's going to go with you over there, Paul/Seamus.
Yeah, I'd like to vomit bend and just kind of bean him a bit and try to knock him out.
Will you go into a little more detail with this?
I'm
I
going to
kinda
be
need
using
to
elemental
describe this.
manipulation to manipulate the periodic element of vomit that's on the ground.
And you're going to hit him with said vomit.
I'm going to hit him with it. Yeah.
It's 32.5 on the periodic table.
I believe that's your weird science skill on
Yeah.
your shaman sheet. Which is your weird science skill?
It's a 6.
All right, so take 2 6s, -1 because you're in the middle, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're either going to have a 2 or a 0. Do you really want to take one of those? You want to spend a Benny and roll it again?
I would like to spend a Benny.
Do you want to spend a store Benny or a personal Benny?
Personal.
All right, personal Benny spent. Let's go ahead and re-roll that. See if we get a better result. That's 6 aces.
All right.
And even with the -1, it's a 10. That's going to be a success with a raise.
Cool.
This is going real well.
I'm so nervous now.
This is going real well.
We're going to get 2 6-sided dice rolled for the vomit bending impact.
Something bad's coming.
It's waves from my device.
That's when the puke nation attacks.
Yeah. You violently propel vomit into the side of his head and render him unconscious.
Cool. That's how we do it in Ireland.
That might be grosser than the getting
I see why
stabbed
you
in
have
the neck
drinking
thing.
problems.
Yeah, that's you Irish people are hardcore. That is.
Well, when all you have is a hammer.
I don't think you need
You hammer
one,
in the
man.
morning.
You hammer in the
evening.
morning, and you use the
Hammer
vomit when
supper
you
time,
got it
man.
on hand, and yeah.
God, now there's vomit on your head.
So both Paul and Seamus have the curious hindrance. So
Yes.
after that duty done, I'm going to go check out that magazine. See what I can learn.
Just to see what all the fuss
See what all the fuss is
It's
about.
a reward.
I'm
He's
15.
treating himself.
I know. Yeah.
He's treating himself. It's
Well,
okay.
it's a 1970s nudie magazine, so I'll just let your imagination run with that.
Okay.
Hey, don't
you
ruin
either
that.
know-
I'm third, man.
Is it like a classy one, or is it like a gas
gross one.
station
It's like a
Yeah.
gas
Is it-
station one.
Oh,
Is it Playpen or is it Bush?
I'm picturing Farad's wig right now.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
In this issue of Thicket Weekly,
we trim the hedges.
Yeah. That's it, but it's the 70s, so you don't really see anything but the tops anyway.
Okay.
That just looks like a ball of fur, man. I can't even see a person in there. That's weird.
Fascinating.
guys, I know you're all 15, but I really need you to focus on something other than booby magazines, okay?
Yeah, it's hard.
Take it with you.
Good luck with
It's
that.
yours, but that's for a long time, bud.
I don't really know what I'm meant to do with this.
I will have someone explain that to you.
Yeah, I'm doing that. I'm doing that.
I don't
figure it
technically.
out,
I'm not
man.
used to those having parts like that. It doesn't really matter.
Nor am I.
I'm going next, so don't ruin that, man. Don't mess it up.
Ah, Paul, good. You are sane. Yeah, not really.
I don't quite understand the purpose of this either, so I'm going to study it in great detail.
I can go study it over there, and then you can you'll find out.
It seems to your examination, Paul, this must be some sort of anatomical journal.
Ah, okay. I see. Primitive.
This appears to be some sort of primitive dissection process. They're not even using sharp tools, the fools.
Oh man, he ruined those for me forever now. How am I ever supposed to look at one of those again? I'm going to think about his autopsy shit. Man.
Well, now there's one dead man and one live person and a pair of Uzis.
Okay.
I got one.
Oh, I got the other one.
also-
This is what I do.
We've
This is
already
what I do.
decided,
Thank you,
Robert,
brother.
we're not giving you guns.
Oh, why not, man? I mean,
Because you told us you were on mescaline.
Oh yeah, I don't know what's going on. I have no idea what's happening right
I
now.
did not remember that.
That's
still
an
could-
important
I still
safety
could shoot
tip
some
at
people,
home,
though.
kids. Mescaline and firearms do not mix.
Yeah, that's right. But if you go to Disney World, man, and you you break into that It's a Wonderful Life ride, right? You feel like the mayor of like a little robot town.
Is that the ride where you just threaten to jump off a bridge at Christmas?
Oh no! Oh yeah, man. That's what you think is going on, but it's actually a bunch of robots singing. Man, one time a family came down in that little boat, right? So I freeze, trying to act like one of those robots. They weren't having it, man. Long story short, man, I got warrants. We can't get stuck here. I gotta make sure we get out of here, man.
Oh man, rich
I got a
families, right?
Yeah, man. I got a record. My daddy's gonna kill me if he finds out I've been taken by underwater bad guys, man. Well,
We're escaping the underwater bad guys now.
but I'm gonna take that gun. I'm gonna shoot rainbows all over
You know
this
what?
place,
All right,
man.
all right. I'm going to give you the gun,
Yeah, all right. Now we're talking here. Now we're talking. Yeah.
but you don't get to shoot unless we say it's okay to shoot.
All right, shoot when you say it's not
Or
okay.
if Guy wants to come out and play, we'll let him shoot. Okay?
Yeah, there is some guy screaming back there.
Yeah. Well, if you let him. If it goes down, you listen to him. Okay?
Yeah, he seems to want to tell me what to do, but I don't know, man. He sounds just scared. I just want to shoot rainbows out of this gun, man.
That doesn't
You know
shoot
what I'm saying?
rainbows, though. That shoots bullets. That's
Oh,
right
yeah.
down range, and we're
That's so
We're in
much
an
better.
underwater base. You're gonna want to be careful that you don't do.
Probably why it's a low caliber weapon like an Uzi.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, maybe
look
I
at
shouldn't
that.
have this. Maybe I should give this to someone else.
We just don't want to breach the hull and then crush us all to death and then drown.
Yeah, it's no good. That's no good. I'm still gonna shoot this.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But we gotta find the right people.
Yeah.
Let's go find that computer room, okay? Stealth. Stealth. We're playing the sneaky game, kids. How close are you guys? How close are we physically to being adults? Are we like just in a few seasons, or like is it another couple of years? What's going on?
I feel like a man with his gun. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, no, I feel you because I feel like we're pretty much full grown, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. Don't give this man a gun. Oh, whoa, hey, man, that was crazy. You guys hear that? I only heard that in my head. Was that real? Did I hear that?
yeah, you said it out loud. You basically screamed it and looked at the gun in horror at the same time.
Oh, hey. Yeah.
Keep your finger off the trigger, off the trigger,
Hey, man,
off
no,
the trigger.
I'll carry it by the barrel. It's all good.
No.
I'll hold it out here, man. This is like a. It seems like I would, like a straw. You could like drink a drink out of it. It's pretty cool.
You're messing with me right now, aren't you?
Yeah, man. I'm messing with you. I ain't gonna
Because
do
you're
that.
American. I would
No,
figure
yeah.
that you'd have two of them on you at all times.
I'm
So
embarrassed, man. Roy Rogers is full of shit. Roy, he did hurt some punch people, so I got to redeem myself somehow. The cool, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm not. No, he's not. Oh, hey.
You seem pretty cool. Come on, we're gonna
Yeah, thanks,
we're gonna
man.
quietly stealth down the hall. Try not to scream at the gun.
Yeah, you behave yourself. All right.
No. I mean, just don't talk at all.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, man. Am I still talking?
No.
All right. I'm silent. I can do that.
You make your way down the hallway.
I have the bullets.
Yeah, this
There
thing's
might
good.
be one in the chamber. I don't know.
You got no idea exactly where it is where you're going, but
Well, we're going towards the middle somehow.
yeah,
Middle makes sense.
making your way down this hallway, there's several passages that go off to the sides as you're making your way through. A few times you stop as people are making their way down corridors and you don't want to get seen by them, going against the wall. They all seem very focused on what they're out and about doing. About half of them look like the guys that were guarding your doors and are carrying Uzis, and about half of them are, carrying tool belts or toolboxes and walking around to various places. There are some places that you can see are clearly still under construction.
I want to steal a tool belt.
We got to get this guy some tools. He can build
Do you
some
have the
stuff.
thievery skill?
Yeah.
And how?
Yeah, I got that one. D10
What do you have?
plus 1.
What's that?
D10 plus 1.
I'll take a D10 and a D6 and one for both results.
There we go. That's
oh,
more
there we
like-
go. That's
what?
6. And, yeah, that's not more like
Hey.
Oh, hello.
I know this
Nice.
guy. He
Yep.
succeeded things. This
Oh yeah, you
character.
snag a tool belt without anyone even noticing. It is a wonder to watch. He just slips out of the corridor, starts walking behind these technicians, takes the belt off, and he's back to you, the technician, not even slowing down.
I swear he tapped that guy on the shoulder. He didn't even turn around. That was
There you go,
amazing.
bud. That's on you.
Thank you.
Yeah, this thing's just clicking.
They're kind of
Except I
primitive.
want that tape.
Here you go.
They're kind of primitive tools, Paul, but they make sense for the technological era. They should be useful for whatever you're going to do.
And that
around
battery pack, real quick.
This one.
That's the one. Yeah.
There you go.
Take that too.
Yeah. Hey, man, this is just clicking. I
Stop
keep-
pulling the trigger.
Yeah. All right. I'm sorry. I just I didn't know what was going on. I kept trying to.
You're a
kept-
genius, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I am, man.
Allegedly, they're all child geniuses, yes. Allegedly.
Even me. Yeah, that's right.
But following some of these corridors, you soon find yourselves hopelessly lost and wandering
I have
around.
no idea where.
And
we
you keep trying to go towards the center, but it seems more and more to you that whatever the center of this place is it's generally where the wall continuous is, the bulkhead. Because there's something really big dominating the center of this thing. It will make you around with no obvious entrance to it.
I'd like to use my MacGyver skill with
Yes.
the tools I have on hand and some of the other scraps I've accumulated to create a primitive sonar device that might be able to give me kind of a sense of the layout of the rooms around me in a radius.
Yeah.
What's your repair skill?
So using Paul, that would be a 10 plus 2.
All right, I'll take a D10 and a D6 and add 2. All right, we're going to get an 8. That is a success with a raise.
Yeah.
Cool.
So yeah, you build yourself a fairly primitive device in just a
Yes.
few moments and you're able to bounce some signals off. And it also gives you a fair warning when individuals are approaching too, almost like a little motion detector. It
Okay.
helps you out a couple of times avoiding patrols as you make your way through. And judging by the layout, you find yourself headed towards where you think is probably, just by the sheer size of it, a computer room because of the technology of this particular era. And yes, it is a computer, which takes an entire room for a single, very green screen.
That was amazing, Lucky Charms. I gotta say, that's impressive. I can't believe you were able to do that so fast.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Ireland.
Yes. Yeah. I don't know what that means, man, but that was amazing.
Paul, you recognize this computer is probably very advanced for this era, but to you, it's extraordinarily primitive.
A lot of tubes.
Yeah.
A lot of tubes.
Whatever security might be in it is going to be extremely primitive to what you're used to.
You think that's some sort of sewer, man? Oh, yeah, no? All right.
The
all right,
computer?
All right, that's fine.
I do not think so.
There's lots of tubes, man. I was just thinking, like, looks like under my sink, kind of.
Cowboy,
Yeah,
have
my
you
sink.
ever seen computers?
Yeah, no, man. I have no idea what one looks like. I'm not even sure, actually, what the word
You're a
means.
nice kid, Rob. I like you.
Oh, thanks, man. Thanks. I don't even know what the word means, man. Actually, sounds weird, though, right? This man has no brain. Whoa, hey, I don't know what that was, man. I'm sorry. I'm
It's
sorry,
okay.
man.
It's okay.
That's all right. I'm fine.
Hey, but while we're playing on computers, let's do a system shock, shall we?
Probably a good idea. I'm far
okay.
too competent right now.
Yeah, we've got a system shock going on here. Let's go ahead and start down that end between Jonah Mox and Yvonne here. Let's go ahead and generate a result. We're just going to move you into the middle.
I'll take it.
Just going to move you into the middle. Let's see what happens to you over there, Robert. We're going to go ahead and put you in full pilot. We're going to let John and guy White Man come out to play.
Whitman.
Yeah, so we're going to go full pilot on
Oh,
that
thank
one.
God.
We go over to the combination of Paul and Seamus. We're going to go all the way into Paul.
All right.
So much, Paul.
Yeah, just Paul. Seamus no longer present on that one.
Nothing but Paul.
We're going to go down here to this end. So let's see what happens for you between Vector and Fred. We're going to go all the way Vector. It's a pilot show.
Aye.
Yes, it is.
Serious business.
Oh, thank God.
Wow, is this tech ancient? Like ancient.
So what are we supposed to be getting from it specifically?
I was intending to get schematics so we could find some weak points for this base.
Good, let's do that then.
Also, while you're doing that, see what they're doing.
Also a good idea. We'll see what we can get.
Dig it up.
Now,
You got this.
because it's so primitive, you can use either hacking or electronics because it doesn't really take any talent to hack this kind of a system. So you go ahead and tell me which one you want to use.
I will use electronics.
All right, what do you have for an electronic skill?
I have a D10.
All right, I'll take a D10 and a D6. Hey, a 4 is still a success.
All right.
Yeah, this is a very primitive system. You're able to get everything you want very quickly. I mean, it was like a 4-digit passcode to get in. Like, wow. And it was, 1, 1, 1, 1. I mean, who uses that?
Okay.
And you are able to discover some frightening things. The entirety of this facility is centered around a gigantic magnetic-based machine which interacts with the fault lines.
Earthquake machine.
Yeah, it seems set
Earthquake
to
machine.
cause earthquakes. And you are also able to access a basic schematic of the facility, which is extraordinarily large, but
Okay. Where are we in relation to some of the central machinery?
most of the central machinery is very deep down, several levels below you.
Okay.
But there is a control room, which you're not terribly far from.
Okay. We are not terribly far from the control room. This is an earthquake machine situated above a fault line. They've made up for lack of technology with positioning. It's a question
I know
of
what that's
fault
like.
line. Yeah. I don't know what
Wait,
you're talking
what?
about.
What? Control room.
All right, so we go to control room then?
Yes, it's several levels down.
All right, we'll go to the control room.
Jonah Mox.
Yeah, yeah, buddy.
Oh, just checking.
It's
Oh,
at
yeah.
that particular moment that you notice there's like some light bulbs that have mounted in various points, and they're red and oscillating at this point, just out of nowhere.
Alarm went off. We're fucked now.
I must have been indelicate.
Yes, there are definitely approaching boot steps in the corridor outside.
I could fold them in half going the wrong way.
Good.
That's
Hey,
extreme.
You know what you don't need
That's
for
extreme.
that, though, bud? Can I borrow a gun?
Yes, this man is dangerous. If he comes back, do not give him a gun. Don't give him a gun.
You know what? You've talked me into it, bud.
Oh my God, he's brainless. He's brainless. Never give him a weapon. He thinks the 1111 thing is brilliant.
You know,
Give it to the cool guy. To the cool guy.
now.
Yeah, that's who it belongs to.
If you're not going to be walking around with 2 Uzis, you're not really doing adventure in the 70s or 80s.
I'm ready to kick down this control room door.
All right, buddy.
Let's get to it.
Right.
You do have the unfortunate thing of in this computer room, which it does take the whole room to be the computer. There is only the one way in and the one way out.
Oh, do we need to make a door?
Did I have access to commands from
Not
this
from
movie?
here, no.
Okay.
What you got?
The control room seems to be where that would
Yeah.
take place.
Schematics.
Schematics, yeah.
They say
Wall?
what? On the other side of where? Maybe we make a shortcut.
That makes sense, actually. We could take a more direct route if we wanted to and avoid the oncoming guards.
We certainly have enough science between us at this point that we could make a door pretty much wherever we need to. Let's just, not do it out on bulkhead and bring water into.
I can make a door.
No, you'll kill all of us. You'll kill everybody. Just please stop.
Yeah. Yeah, are there any likely spots in this room that we might make some egress?
Either walls we would do fairly well. In fact, any of the walls in this particular room where it is located could get you into other rooms or passageways, corridors. And unless you created too large of an explosion, the integrity of the facility should be relatively
It's
intact.
okay. I have some experience with explosives. That sounds really terroristy with the accent, doesn't it?
The terrible cowboy saying he can build a chemical bomb. Ha, no, I'm not listening. He's the worst.
That should be perfect for what we're doing.
No.
Bring him out to play for a minute.
No. I'm not doing that.
Just share, guy.
He's the worst. He's the worst. He's insane. He's going to get us killed.
But he's also chemical genius, so maybe have him
Super
make the
smart.
bomb, or otherwise we have to have Paul do it, and he hates making bombs.
He hates it. Every night.
Yeah.
He's like, don't make me make another
Don't
bomb.
make me make another bomb. I always say that.
Yep.
Every
And
time.
just as believably.
He does say it a lot. Yeah.
Those footsteps are getting closer. Oh, several of them have stopped. You're sure they're just outside the door.
Can I bring back?
You can spend
Robert
one of
Wright.
your bennies or one of the bennies from the stores and move yourself on the slider if you want.
And then just
Okay.
nuke that door.
Do you want to spend a store benny or a personal benny?
I'll spend a personal one.
All right, spending a personal benny. That's going to put you in the middle. So both personalities are present now, blended. Or in your case, all three personalities are present.
Oh, I
and
can make a
blended.
bomb, man. I can do it.
This man is insane. He will kill us all.
No, man. I don't think I will.
Good.
I
Make
think I
that
can do
bomb.
this.
Make
All
door.
right.
Wait, where's schematics?
You don't have to tell me twice. Yeah.
That would be
Robert,
a solid point.
Seamus Paul will show you.
And yet I don't want to do it. I don't want to do. Yes, I do, man. I want to do it. Let's do this.
All right,
Give me this
Robert.
equipment. I'm going to make a chemical bomb for you. All right.
You can use your science skill or your weird science skill
Yeah.
or your whatever skill you think is relative. You can explain to me how it's going to work.
All right. Let me find science. What's my other option?
Science, weird science is another
Or-
option.
You also have bolt. I guess that might not do anything. Huh?
That would also be covered under weird science, which is probably the last skill on your skill list.
Alphabetically, it is. Yeah.
Yeah, just because, the way that works.
I'll chop my hat. I'll kill you. Pure murder. No idea.
It's fine. It's okay. I'm going to just use my, I guess I'll just use my science skill.
All right, what do you got it in?
Where is it? It's a 6, 4, 6.
6.
6.
All right.
Blocked out. I'm sorry.
2 6-sided dice, -1 because you're in the middle. A 4 is still good enough to be a success.
Right. That's what I'm talking about, man. That's not what I'm talking. That's what I am talking about. Let's
You
make us a chemical bomb.
chemically create a basic cutting charge.
All right. Man.
Setting it off, the smell is horrible.
Yeah. You don't want to know what I had to use to make this, man.
Yeah, you don't want to ask.
I'd like to jam the door into this room while that's happening.
I'm going to need a repair roll from you. What do you have for repair?
10 plus 2.
All right, a D10 and a D6, adding 2 to both results. Ooh, wow, 10 is a success with a raise.
Okay.
It's going to take some doing to get inside of this door, and they're already trying.
All right.
So did that door that he cut open, or is it just there and we can see the door shape?
Yeah, it's less of a door and more there's a hole in the wall now that leads into another passageway.
Cool.
You kind of have to clamber through it. It's not a perfect door. It's just, a hole.
There's no speakers for PA?
No.
For PA? There's just it's
No
just
PA
a light?
is playing, just the light is flashing.
Interesting.
And no alarm shriek, just the light. In fact, if you hadn't looked up and seen it, you wouldn't have even noticed.
But they do have a PA in this place, right?
It's got to be.
Right. Okay. Good. I'm not crazy.
I mean, you've seen overhead speakers in a few spots, and you heard a PA when you first got out of the submarine.
Great. Well, I'm gonna as soon as I see an overhead speaker before we leave, I wanna grab it and yank the magnet out of it and toss it onto the computer just to see, make them scramble a little bit.
Fair enough. I'm going to need a repair roll from you then.
Yeah, I've got that. Right? Yes. Yes, I do. There's a D6.
All right, I'll take a D6 and a D6.
There we go. That's more like it.
A 1 or a 2.
Don't care that much.
Okay. You work at it, you're able to get the speaker out, and not
Don't keep the
contact.
magnet. Fuck it.
It's not such a good thing.
Yeah, this is a dumb idea. I'm leaving.
Okay.
I don't think it is for some reason. I'm feeling very laid back about it. I don't know why. I love you guys. I really do. I just feel like everything's going to be okay, Like
Might
it's
have
all
inhaled a
gonna be
bit
all
too
right.
many of the chemical fumes when he was setting off that charge.
Feel pretty good.
Oh, I feel great, man. I feel strangely good. I really do. I do. It's
Well, you're in yourself a corridor, and using the schematics that I looked up, you begin making your way towards this control room.
Control.
Take control.
And it's not long, winding down these passages, which seem to be miraculously clear with this alarm thing going off. Maybe they're all going towards a sealed-off computer room at this point, instead of where you happen to be. And you reach a point where the corridor goes around a corner, and around that corner is a bigger and fancier set of doors, which you are 99% certain leads into the control room. There are, however, 4 men with Uzis standing outside the control room door.
Do you wish me to detonate them?
Yep.
No. This is
Yeah,
this is
go ahead.
this is great.
Detonate away.
Everything's so good though, you guys. I'm not
What if we
scared.
just ask them to leave first? Just saying.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
we
Who is
ask
it?
them.
Who is this talking?
It's Vector, baby. We just ask them, and then if they don't, then that's on them.
You're right. Yeah, just
I want to let them go if I have a chance to. I don't know why. It's definitely far out in the back
these
of
are
my
4
head.
full-grown men with automatic weapons versus 4 children, only one of which is armed.
But he's super charismatic, Yeah.
I mean, we have the backup plan.
Yeah.
John Ritter wants to blow stuff up. Let's let him blow stuff up. If they don't leave.
I don't even care. You can if you want to blow something up. I strangely don't hate you right now.
I hate you still.
I don't. All right. Well, yeah, I guess he's on board, That's good. That's good. No matter what happens, we're all going to be friends, right? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Not so
Well
much.
said.
Yeah, that's okay.
We should go talk to them.
Yeah,
Let's just kill these guys.
No, that's plan 2. Plan 2.
Oh, okay. All right.
What part of their nature are you trying to appeal to?
the cult-like nature or the cult-like nature?
The cult-like nature, where and survival. I don't want them to die.
They don't give a shit. They put a doomsday weapon literally within reaching distance of where they are.
He's right.
If it goes off, they're dead anyway.
Yeah, yeah.
It's true.
Yeah, they're not good people, man. They're not good people.
Everyone's good somewhere.
Yeah, no, not these guys.
Yes, and that somewhere is probably what? I'm guessing Philadelphia or...
Hell.
No.
Oh,
Oh, that's
Well,
dark.
it's dark, Paul.
I
very.
still like it, though. I think it's still
I'm picking up on some of this energy.
If we're gonna have John Ritter do the thing, then John Ritter do.
No, I'm just saying it seems unlikely, but I think we should try. Maybe they will listen to these teenage boys.
Are you sure I can turn them inside out?
The pacifist priest with the 2 Uzis would like to go and try and talk to them.
I've read things about Battle Pope. It's fine.
Okay, yeah,
I
do
trust
it.
him.
I do too.
Yeah, I think he's going to do great.
So tell me about this. I got to hear this from this. Of all of the terrible ideas, I really want to hear this terrible
So you
idea.
got my back, right, John Ritter? If they look, they're gonna shoot.
I think he does.
All right.
He always sounds mad, but I don't know. You know.
I will explode their heads like eggs.
So I'm gonna walk out with the Uzis, like, guys, we don't want to be here. You don't want to be here.
No, they do want to be here.
I'm gonna.
They really do.
Because I think bad things are gonna happen. That's what those red lights mean, right? So why don't you guys just go away? Maybe go get a sub. Get a sub on a sub.
Vector. Yeah, try it in Russian.
He can speak so many languages.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're just a jabbering American guy at them.
They probably don't understand
Do
you.
you guys
know what I'm
do you guys
saying?
understand?
Yeah.
Think common?
And we're going to go into cards.
Do you speak common?
And those are the cards we have, folks.
I love that you try. No,
In your
I don't get that
particular
one.
case, yeah, we got to pull another card for you, sir.
No.
Didn't do better. Got to pull another card for you. Sometimes it goes this way. There we go.
That's better. I still go last.
Yep, still last, but that's what you get. Unless, of course, you know, somebody wanted to... Oh, man, no win, lose, or draw.
Nothing.
Can't make me draw another card.
Shucks.
Oh, no. Well, I guess that means that... You're going first. Do you want to keep doing this talk? It's very clear that they are not understanding a single word that you are saying. And there's a bit of hesitation, you know. Not even hardened villains really want to shoot a 15-year-old kid, but it's clear they're about to do so anyway.
No, that's for cops to do. Okay, sorry.
That is another story, and I am not disagreeing with it.
Oofta. Well, then I'm going to taunt them.
You're going to what?
I'm going to taunt them. As I'm running back around the corner, I do the classic, like, butt slap, like,
What's he doing? What is he
Okay.
doing?
He's beginning to believe.
Working, maybe?
Twerking. They have Uzis.
Sorry, Paul.
He's got Uzi. He also has Uzis.
Well, what do you got for the taunt skill over there?
I have a D8.
All right, I'll take a D8 and a D6. That is going to be a success on the taunt, on that base level, but they do get to roll against your taunt. It's an opposed roll. So if I can have 4 6-sided dice rolled as they try to beat that 6 with a D6. Nope, not one of them can resist. They're all going to be taunted.
As I'm running away around the corner.
I love it.
So while they do get to go next, they're all going at a -2 on their actions because they have been taunted by Vector Reigns in the most juvenile way that he has ever done on the show, which is saying a lot because it's Vector Reigns. I mean,
Did he slap his ass?
I'm pretty sure in the case of Vector Reigns and Farhad, the 15-year-old, that Farhad is vastly more mature. Just going to point that
One of
out.
us has fun.
2 of them dash past. The other 2 following right behind, coming around the corner, their Uzis raised up to fire and opening fire. And because you taunted them, they're all going to shoot at you, specifically. You.
Yep.
Now, because these are Uzis and they are higher rate of fire weapons, there is a -2 penalty to their shooting tests for recoil, and a -2 penalty to their shooting tests for being taunted. But because they're high rate of fire weapons, it means 12 6-sided dice get rolled. But wait, you have dodge too, so they're at another -2.
Oh my goodness.
So let's roll 12 6-sided dice, every roll at a -6.
Oh, good God.
Not one.
They open fire and bullets fill the hallway, hitting everywhere but you.
Come on, jeez.
It is worse than an episode of the A-Team.
Oh, I pity the fool who shot those Uzis.
Give me the word and I will kill them.
Oh, you just gotta work
Word.
together, man.
Well, it happens to be your turn. At the Queen of Spades, you'd be going next.
You and this alien just have to work together, man. Just work together. You can work
Nope,
together.
blow them up.
Yeah.
I will blow them up.
Blow them up.
I don't know. Do we really have to do
Just
that?
blow them up.
All right. He's going to, if he can, grab all of them and up, down, up, down, up, down.
Some telekinetic
Top to
action
bottom,
there.
top to
All
bottom.
right, well, let's see how much telekinesis power you can bring to bear. In your case, I believe it is focus that you use as your skill, if I'm not mistaken, on your Jean Rita guide
It's
Whiteman
it's
sheet.
on guys.
Oh,
Yep, got to use the right character sheet.
where is?
I believe-
Psionics 12.
Oh, psionics, okay. So a 12 and a 6. -1 because you're in the middle, right?
Oof.
Or are you all the way? I forget.
Oh.
He's
did
in
I
the middle.
spin?
He's in the
I'm
middle.
yeah.
Oh yeah, you got a little middle. Well, that's going to be a 4. So while it's not enough strength to grab up all 4 of them, you are able to grab hold of one of these individuals, and you're going to start slamming him into the ground and ceiling. So that's going to do a D12 for damage.
Oh God.
All right.
Ouch.
And 9 is going to be enough to inflict a wound. So yeah, you pummel him against the ground and the ceiling. And by the time the second time up to the ceiling goes, there's a trail of blood coming out from his mouth as 1 is down.
That was a little bit stringent, right?
Yeah.
But he didn't need to die.
And it should be noted for the rest of this combat round and into the next one that this is
gonna
not
keep
stopping.
going.
It's
Got
still.
it.
Oh.
Yeah, no, let's see.
I think
I am
you're
enjoying
next,
myself.
Paul.
Is there any exposed piping in this corridor?
No, it all seems to be behind the bulkheads, which you learned in a previous time. These fragile bodies, not like yours, not so good at going through the walls physically.
Okay, less of an option.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna go for the door and go behind it.
All right, gonna just pass by him and head for the door.
Yep.
The door, very fancy for this particular, just slides open as you walk towards it. Yeah.
Star Trek.
And it is a very fancy looking control room. There's big projector screens everywhere showing, well, the underwater environment outside. Some of them with interesting little maps with the fault lines drawn onto them, or maybe it's a digital map. I mean, it's still fairly primitive.
Okay.
But it really fancy for this era. I mean, it just looks really high tech. Little glowing and flashing lights and consoles, which are horribly outdated compared to everything you're useful, and all the computing power of your, personal calculator you carry aboard the Reliance.
Okay.
There is a single throne type chair that's almost in the middle. The back is currently to you, and we're gonna go to the next card on the initiative.
That's me.
That's you.
All right. How many of these guys are left?
There's 3 that are still up. 1 is
Right.
bound.
There's one that's bouncing.
I will not stop.
Yeah, you should.
Well, I'm going to attack
He's a hamburger patty, man.
2 of them.
Going for a multi-action. All right.
Yeah, I'm going to attack 2 of them. One's just getting the old standard Jono Mox stabby poo. And the other one I want to basically judo throw kind of across the hull so he lands in the path of Guy falling up. I don't care if he goes above him. I don't care if he goes below him, but he's getting hit by that dude because that's just too good of an asset not to use.
All right.
So a fighting roll and an athletics roll.
Yeah, we're going to do those. So you're going to be at -2 because you're
But
multi-acting.
we finally found a use for the push action.
Yeah, you did find a use for the push action. That's true. Let's go with
And
that fighting
before I
roll.
do that, I'm going to spend a Benny to go Jono Mox.
Okay. Store Benny or personal Benny?
I'll use a personal. I haven't used any, so. That's
All
okay.
right. Personal Benny spent. full Jonamox, so I'm going to need that D12 and D6 for the stabbing. +2 because you're stabbing someone. Because Jonamox is very good at stabbing.
Minus because I'm
I
doing
think
well.
it'd be interesting to hear what quote Lucky Charms unquote has to say about the current situation and what lead up to it, especially being a mechanical genius alongside super genius Rockman #4th wall #Benny.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. And we'll get to that right after we finish your action. We're going to go right into
Into
that.
a reliable source.
Yeah, we're going to do right after we finish this action here. So,
Nice.
Oh boy.
first thing, that's a successful stabbing, and that's going to be a stabbing with a raise. So.
Yeah, and I have a D8 in this character because he's got his.
So I need an 8-sided dice and 2 6-sided dice for damage. As the standardized stabbing happens.
Oh. Oh my.
And yeah,
That'll do.
It's pretty terrible.
my.
You know, you stab him right in the chest and into the heart. It's graphic, disgusting, and horrible. Now for the push action, it's athletics, but hey, because it's a push, it gets to be opposed. So, I mean, you've got that going. Unfortunately, still taunted from vector range, so
Right.
add a -2 on that opposition. So let's roll your athletics first.
Very well. It is a 10.
All right, a 10 and a 6, -2 because of the multi-action. Oof.
Of course.
Store Benny.
Store Benny spent. Let's roll that again. See if we can do a little better. 4 or a 0.
Oh, a 4 will do it.
4 will do
Oh,
it.
but
There's a chance they can oppose. I mean, if they roll a 6 on their athletics roll, they'll have a chance of beating it.
nope. This is good.
Okay.
This is good. I'll take it.
And then a single D6 opposed to it at a -2 because they are still taunted. That's going to be a 2, not going to be good enough. They get pushed into the path of the first gentleman being slammed down upon them. I'm going to have that just be an 8-sided dice for damage as opposed to the 12 because it's not the telekinesis and slamming. It's just the body being propelled. So we can get a D8 rolled for damage on that poor guy. It's going to be enough to get a shaken result, but not enough to take him out of the fight.
Fine.
That's okay.
It's going to keep happening, though, so, you know.
They're still very unhappy, I'm sure, by this.
Yeah, that's not a fun situation to be in. Now, before we go into the next round of cards, I think we need to hear from Lucky Charms on a reliable source. They were very
Come on,
specific.
magically
They
delicious.
did. They didn't want Lucky
They
Charms.
wanted Lucky Charms, so we really want to hear
Yeah.
what Lucky Charms has to say about the situation leading up to it. So let's hear a reliable source.
I always knew I'd save the world. I always knew that someday I'd find myself 20 fathoms deep with a bunch of layabouts, ruffians, and scrappers doing what we do best, and that be fighting. Fighting for the world, fighting for the ocean, Mother Earth, that beautiful blue lady that I like to swim around on the regular. I was a state champion, you know. Not state. Ireland doesn't have states. But I was a champion. And to see these blokes violating a beautiful blue ocean like this with their earthquake machine, it just breaks me heart. And never mind that I'm currently in the back seat of my own body and being piloted by some creature. I know they have my best interests at heart. There's a gentle soul in there. And even these maniacal madmen, even this one, I have no idea what his deal is, but I sense good intent. I feel lucky. And not because of some stupid cultural or racial thing. I feel like I've got some bennies in my back pocket, so to speak. I don't even know what that means, but I know they're going to come in a pinch, and we're going to save the day. Yeah. For the ocean, for the earth, for the green hates.
The last and fresh scent of Irish spring.
I keep picturing him on top of a water.
I don't think you're allowed to talk unless you like shave off a piece of soap with a.
Pop an apple to my mouth, and I, oh man, I feel like that's a decent finish. I'm not gonna get my momentum back after that. Yeah.
Thank you. That was good.
Those are the fun.
That was good. But hey, let's go into another round of cards, shall we? See what happens. Oh, you got the worst card you can get.
I did. I got the
But
worst
you can
card.
get that one.
That sucks.
Oh, and look at me. I get to go first. Oh, no.
Don't be terrible. Please be nice.
You can't help it.
Be nice. Don't.
Well, you know, I still got one guy standing and one shaking. So the first thing I'm going to do, though, is I'm looking at what I've got there, and the taunt ends now, so I'm not worried about the taunt penalty. But I want to actually have a chance of shooting and wounding someone. So I'm going to go ahead and use the edgelord and get an education, and these remaining two now have the rock and roll edge, so they don't take a penalty for firing fully automatic weapons.
That's
Yeah.
good.
I'm going to go ahead and give them that. So I'm going to use one of those on the getting an education. Thank you, chat, for that. I'm going to make them a little more lethal
boy.
as they open fire. And that first one, of course, is going to try and overcome being shaken first before anything happens there. But no, I think I'm going to overcome being shaken because I'm going to spend a jam the works penny, and he's just going to automatically not be shaken. Again, thank you, chat.
I knew you were going to be evil about this. I just knew it. Who didn't see it coming? Really?
He holds all the cards. There's nothing we can do.
No, it's precisely nothing you can do. But that leaves me two individuals to do some shooting. We're not going to be shooting at Paul/James because they've moved past us and aren't really in the corridor section we're in, but that does leave the three of you to shoot at. And in this case, even though he's got the dodge and it makes things harder, he is armed with the Uzis and therefore represents the biggest target and threat to them. As despite one of their friends being slammed up and down on the ground, they don't really have familiarity with psionics and don't know who's doing that or how it's working. So guy with guns takes priority. So let's roll six-sided dice as we open fire, and we do get the -2 for your dodge, but we still get 6 of those. We got to have one of those aced and comes through. It becomes an 8, drops down to a 6, so it won't be erased, but you do get hit, or Farhad's body gets hit in this case. Well, let's go ahead and roll 2d6 damage as Farhad gets shot. Only hit once by all that fire. Add 1 to this result. Oh, one of those aced. Could be bad. Could be real bad.
Really bad.
Oh,
That's real bad.
Pretty bad.
yeah, we are looking at...
Swiss cheese.
yeah, that's going to be 16 damage done. All right,
I
what's
miss you,
Farhad's,
Farhad.
what's Farhad's
got
toughness?
It was real fun.
5, so that would be almost enough to get 3 wounds and incapacitated, but it will be 2 and a shaken, unless you want to try and soak some of that
I'm
damage.
definitely going to try to soak one.
Do you want to spend a personal Benny or
I'm
a
going to
store
use a
Benny?
personal Benny.
Okay. That's going to be Farhad's vigor. What does he have?
Vigor of...
Hashtag draw. Maybe this will help our team.
I hope it will. D6 for my vigor.
All right, so let's roll a d6 and a d6 together and see if you can soak any of this. You want to spend another Benny and
I'm going
re-roll
to
that?
spend another personal Benny to re-roll that.
Let's roll that again. 5 will be able to soak 1 wound.
You know, we're going to soak 1 wound.
All right, so that means you're going to get 1 wound and a shaken result out of that. So still wounded and shaken. It hurts, and that means you're going to take those wound penalties. -1 to everything you do from here on out till you get healed up again. And hey, you're next. But you're shaken, so the first thing you got to do is overcome that.
So we're going to try a spirit roll, because if that works, then I don't have to use a Benny.
That's true.
So I'll try a spirit roll.
All right.
And is it Farhad's spirit or Vector's spirit?
Well, are you all the way on pilot?
I am all the way
Then
on
it's
pilot.
Vector's spirit.
Okay. Doesn't matter, because they're both D8.
All right, let's take a D8 and a D6. -1 because you're wounded.
So hurt.
Ooh,
That
7
doesn't matter.
re-rolls. 13 is a success with a raise,
All
so
right.
you not only come out of being shaken, you get to act this turn as well, and you keep that Benny in the process.
Okay.
Yes.
You're bleeding. It hurts. I mean, Vector has been shot a lot of times and isn't really super bothered by this. Farhad, on the other hand, has never been hurt this badly in his entire life.
Which one's the one that shot me?
The one that almost got smashed up and down between his buddy.
okay.
Yeah. The one that got judo thrown.
I'm going.
Sambo thrown.
Sambo thrown. a superior martial art.
He is going to be shot, or I'm going to shoot him.
Are you going to shoot with both?
I am
of
going to
those?
shoot with both of these Uzis.
Okay, they
He's
are
shooting with both.
high rate of fire
are.
weapons. Do you have the rock and roll edge?
I don't have the rock and
Okay,
roll
so
edge.
you're going to take a -2 penalty to these shooting attempts. But they are rate of fire 3. That means they fire 3 times for every one of your shooting dice that you normally roll. So are you going to shoot both hands at this guy?
Ooh, thinking about it. I think I have to.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, I mean,
Yeah,
if you
That's
don't
what's
tear
gonna
him
happen.
apart with 2 Uzis,
Yeah.
there's
So what
something
is your
wrong with you.
shooting skill?
Yeah.
So my shooting skill is a D10.
Now, see, aim and marksman won't help because these are not single-shot
Nope.
weapons. So it does mean that you're going to be rolling 6 10-sided dice and 2 6-sided dice for these shooting attempts.
And I'm okay with that.
Yeah, that's 6 10s and 2 6s.
Yep.
And we take the 6 best results. Oh, man. Now, 2 of those ace in there. So it looks like we're going to get 1 hit with the raise, 2 hits, 3 hits, 4 hits, 5 hits, 6 hits. Yeah, you managed to hit him with just about every shot fired.
Swiss
from
cheese.
those guys. So let's do the raise one first. So that's going to be 3d6 plus 1 for the hit with the raise. See what happens to this poor guy as he is shot to pieces. And we're going to roll all the damage rolls.
I tried to give you a chance, guy. Not that guy, but this guy.
Thank God.
Yeah, so we got 1. And then we've got 5 different 2d6 hits. So let's do 2d6 5 different times. See what happens to this poor guy. Oh, man. Yep.
My God, that man is a badass.
Roll it again.
Yep.
Yeah. Well,
And still a couple more.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Whoa.
Oh, no.
my.
Nice shooting, Tex.
And then one last one.
The flowers are still standing.
All right, so inflicting a total of 10 wounds to this individual and fully automatic fire, you separate bits and pieces of him, which are then splattered all over the wall. It is very action movie, very Quentin Tarantino-esque as you
Yep.
shoot him entirely too many times. The first shot having killed him. The others are just gratuitous.
I'm pretty sure you just made that kid a murderer.
I tried?
Wow, that was graphic.
Yeah.
We're sending him to jail for sure. Yeah.
Very dead.
You guys ever see RoboCop?
Moving
No,
on.
that's
Who's
just made- yeah.
whose initiative card
Well,
is up
that's for
next?
me.
Oh, yourself. You're going to be up next. You've just made it into the control room. You've heard the horrible shooting behind you. There's only one of those guardsmen still standing.
Okay. I'd like to take one of the little shot glasses that I've essentially got as charges for my devices, and I'd like to not ignite it. I don't want an explosion, but I want to aerosolize it essentially and get this guy inebriated very quickly, not in a lethal way, but like to render him unconscious potentially.
All right.
Yeah.
What skill are you going to be using for that, you think?
I'll be using repair to create some sort of high frequency,
I'll take it.
paint can shaker, so to speak, essentially, and I'm going to yell rebreathers at everyone as I do it, because it's essentially going to be a gas attack.
Nicely done. All right. So that's going to be a D10 plus 2 for repair?
Yes.
All right. A D10 and a D6 adding 2 to both results. 6 is going to be a success. I'm going to give him a vigor roll to resist it. So if you give him a D6 to try and resist that, just a single D6. A 4 is enough to get a success, but not a raise. So he's going to be influenced and affected, but he doesn't just hit the ground.
Okay.
He does start staggering about, and his eyes are rolling a little bit. And he's hammered.
Yep.
Because no one at this table knows what that's like.
I'm 15.
I'm a little boy.
You.
I'm a little boy. With this guy, man.
Yeah. So he is now hammered.
Okay.
And that's going to take us to, well,
Mission
you.
accomplished.
John
All
Marks.
right. Who's left?
One drunk guy.
One drunk guy.
Let's party with this guy, man. He looks like fun, right?
He just got gassed.
Uh-huh.
I'm just kidding. Kill him.
Okay.
Yeah.
No. You don't gotta kill him.
If he's drunk, I'm just gonna like double him over with a punch, and then toss him right into the flying guy again.
Now the multi-action, we'll do fighting
This
first.
time I'm gonna like throw him though, so he goes up over him as he's going down, so he gets smacked up into the ceiling. That way he has to fall all the way back down again, because fuck him, that's why.
Smack that bitch up.
Okay. Because he's drunk, you get a +2 bonus. So that's going to counteract your multi-action penalty on both those actions. So a straight fighting roll is a D12, right?
Yep.
D12 and a D6 for the punch.
He'll be fine.
3 and a 1.
No.
Store betting or personal betting?
Store.
Store betting. Re-roll that.
There we go.
That's going to be a success with a raise. So what is Yvonne's strength?
It is 8.
All right.
D8.
So a D8 and a D6 for damage from being punched. Ow.
Mm.
Ow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's a strong punch.
Yeah.
Ruined his weekend.
You actually aren't going to have to roll for the push part because he's unconscious by the time you pick him up and throw him. And then it becomes somewhat comical as well. He's not being held by the telekinesis. So
He's on top of the
he
other
gets
guy.
slammed into the other guy, but because of the velocity of the telekinesis, the guy who's slamming him up then comes down faster, so then he falls.
Oh, man.
I enjoy what you have done.
I enjoy what you have done.
Thanks. I appreciate that.
Not you, the other guy.
Oh.
And
No
this
problem.
fight is seemingly over.
Not you either.
Oh.
I mean
But-
the mean guy in him.
There was a
Thank
lot
you,
of
I appreciate
gunfire, so we probably don't have a tremendous amount of time before someone eventually shows up. But hey, the control room's there before you.
Great. We'll go
Paul's
in.
already in.
Okay.
As you enter, the doors then slide shut dramatically behind you, and the giant chair slowly turns around to face you. And it is the completely shaved head, including eyebrows. It's really a terrifying sight to see. Dr. Emil Blood, notorious terrorist, villain, horrible, evil
Does he know
person.
Baron bad?
Is he holding a cat?
No.
No. Oh, that's too bad.
But he does have the steepled pyramid hands that he stares down at you. And he opens his mouth to begin what is going to probably be some horrible, evil monologue. And just as he does, a gunshot rings out and a bullet hits him in the side of the head. Blood spraying
Oh, my
out.
God.
And he topples off the chair.
Vector.
I didn't do it
Oh.
this time.
I saw you not do it.
Didn't do it.
Across the platform from him, in one of these similar black jumpsuits as many of the goons you've seen, is another sinister-looking man, even more sinister-looking because he has an eye patch. And, of course, his name tag reads number 2.
And there is our guy, everybody. In case we're not following along, this is our guy. This is the guy. This is the guy.
He's the guy.
Bad
He's the guy,
tracks.
guy.
I hate that guy.
No.
I always hated that guy.
Sorry.
I don't,
Oh.
man. He doesn't seem too bad. Yes, he does. He looks terrible. He didn't even get a chance to do his speech. Is this the guy?
That was
ti-
the guy.
The time
Okay, so problem solved, everyone.
Oh, not quite.
All right.
No. What's your game, fella? Still trying to die?
Yes, I thought I recognized. Yeah, you. And I've seen you before, too. Or I'm going to see you. It gets really
Yeah, you will.
confusing.
You're going to end up with her body on our ship at one point. It'll be great.
It gets really confusing. I'm
totally-
having a
Don't even
hard
get me
time
started.
with this.
Yeah.
But you keep getting in the way, or you keep going to get. You keep getting in the way. Let's keep
I
this simple.
assure you, it only gets worse from here.
Oh, it's not so bad.
Why? Why do you keep getting in the way?
Because you're messing things up. Things that were supposed to happen aren't happening.
No, I'm fixing things.
No. You can't fix things. You can't fix the past. You're not allowed to do that.
That is against the rules. They had
Yeah.
us read that.
If
Yeah.
I don't fix the past, there is no past.
That doesn't make any sense.
The past
Yeah,
already happened. You
but-
can't
That's not how
that's
that
not a
works.
thing that you can. Yeah, it's just for you. Like, and you.
You've
don't know.
already seen part of it. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You told me or you're going to tell me. You've already encountered the Galvanic Collective.
Oh,
You
yeah.
wouldn't have encountered the Galvanic Collective if the past wasn't coming apart.
Yeah, but we did encounter them, and we fought them, and we beat them, and now we have a better idea of how to beat them in the future. This
And we did that in the past.
Yeah.
Which
This
so
is not safe.
You were only able to fight them because I've slowed them down.
Well,
What
then-
I am doing is stopping them. What you are doing is helping them happen.
How are we helping them happen?
Well, you probably aren't doing it, as I don't think any of you are currently the masters.
Oh, yeah. Well, we work for
Not
them
yet.
now. Those
Not
are our
yet.
bosses.
Oh, well, they're making it happen. They're going to make it happen.
in the past they are going to make it happen, or in the future they're going to make it happen.
In the future,
Why
they
does
will make it
everything
happen.
you say sound like lyrics to a Pointer Sisters song?
When
I don't.
Is it the future's past? This is not safe. What you're doing is not safe. This can't be safe, right?
Oh no!
if
terribly
I don't do
dangerous.
this, there is nothing but them.
The past's future
The
is
Galvanic
the past?
Collective ends up what? In the past, taking over everything.
Yes.
So then we're just never born, and yet here we are. So obviously your theory is wrong.
It didn't happen, right?
It's happening right now.
Is that a paradox?
While we're sitting here.
Yes.
It is not a
Before our
paradox.
eyes.
Okay.
That's not how time works.
I don't know how time works. Neither does this guy, apparently.
You know that the past is changeable. It can be changed, and that will change the present.
We need more time machines.
What sequence of events caused by the masters leads to their creation?
Yeah. Can't we just?
The concept of preventing catastrophe before it happens.
Like that movie.
No, I mean that's essentially what he sent us to do, right?
If you continue to prevent catastrophe before it happens, you will create a catastrophe that can't be undone.
So what? We're supposed to just go back to like putting band-aids on the ouchies that society creates when we can fix it ahead of time?
That part's not my problem.
This part isn't your problem, technically.
No, it won't be. If I succeed, I'll never exist. The Galvanic Collective won't happen. Win-win for everybody.
How did destroying this world figure into that?
I am undoing the pieces that eventually create me. If I'm not around,
This is just you
Things don't
selfishly
happen.
wanting to die more, is what you're telling me.
no, it's not about me. It's about the man I love.
Uh-huh.
He becomes what you call the Galvanic Collective.
Yeah, how is that less selfish?
I'm saving someone else.
No, you're saving the man you love.
Yes.
That's not saving
And
someone
by
else.
saving him, it
that's
saves
saving an
everything.
important part of you, as far as you're concerned.
If I don't succeed, everything becomes the Galvanic Collective. So I'm saving you as well. I'm saving everyone you know.
Thanks, man.
Everyone I don't kill.
Oh.
Yeah, you're a real peach. So, are you doing right now what that guy that you just shot was going to do, except with a different evil plot? So, what are you stalling for?
Oh, I've already overloaded the machine. The earthquake's going to happen. It's going to kill everyone.
Why?
Yeah, that makes sense.
We could have been friends.
No, man, he's crazy. You don't want to be friends with crazy.
Why
Guy's
why is
not
everyone
crazy.
looking at me?
Guy's not crazy.
No, I'm
You are friends with
John Ritter's
crazy.
not crazy either. John Ritter's just an alien that likes to fight.
He's just unstable.
I'm not. I'm fine.
Hey, man, we think
I'm
you're
all
fine.
right.
You are friends with
I know
crazy.
I
You're,
am, man.
you answer to people who are trying to prevent every catastrophe before it happens. You realize the fallacy in that.
No, how would we realize that? We're not the masters.
Yeah.
Aren't you like messing with the fabric of time, man? That's not good.
Look at that man. He knows.
Yeah.
I'm fighting something that's
Yeah.
going to destroy the fabric of time in its entirety.
Hmm.
All for
So how
one
long
selfish reason?
does that?
Oh yeah. That's a. You said it's going to earthquake and blow us up, right? You
Oh, it's
overlooked?
going to kill just about everyone on this planet.
Okay.
How is that all right? Ever?
Do we have to go through this again?
This is all just to kill yourself? All of us? Just so you don't have to exist?
Correct.
Selfish.
You're smarter than you look.
What?
Yeah, you're spare parts, bud.
You're a dick, man.
Yeah.
You're a dick.
You're a dick.
Yeah. That's a dick move, man. Yeah. Yeah.
Totally
actually.
made out with the Galvanic Collective, by the way. All of them.
Yeah. Yeah. They were terrible.
I don't know what that means, but it's disgusting.
Paul, how do we stop this thing? Let's.
No, if he's already overloaded it,
One
there's
of
not
you
much
has
to
to be
done.
smart enough to understand what I am trying to say.
If you explained it better, see, the reason you're not doing this is because you're a piss poor communicator.
Well, this is very difficult for me to even be present. I'm in so many places at once, and
That's called spreading yourself thin. You're basically on the verge of a nervous breakdown now.
It's okay, buddy. Calm down.
Look, and I feel bad for you and stuff, but no. So we're going to try and foil your plans. Are you going to kill us by yourself, or did you bring superpowers with you? I think you're done here, though, right?
I know
So-
somebody, a guy who knows a guy.
We'll just see you next time if you want to, mosey out the airlock or whatever.
Would you like me to send him out the airlock?
Well, yeah, actually, maybe.
I assume you're going to make some foolish attempt to try to stop this.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Everybody always does their job. So if you're going to kill us for it, like, make with the killing. We're in 15-year-old bodies. They're just children. Murder the hell out of them.
Well,
It would be par for the course.
For love. Mm-hmm. We all know which way that's going to point.
I can't do it.
But
No,
you
you
can kill
can't.
millions of people?
Yes,
You just can't look a kid in the eye and kill him.
we all have our limits.
That's a weird, hard line. I think.
Yeah, no, I mean, look at
Very
that.
personal.
Scrupulous bad guys. It gives them depth. I think that's important.
I'm not the bad guy here.
Yeah, no, you're murdering people. You're totally the bad guy.
That's
here.
what the bad
Even
guy
if you're doing the
does.
right thing, you're doing that.
trust me, I know. I practically have one living in my head. It's what they do. Any of this?
You're sick,
Sink it
bud.
in?
It's not on you. It's not your fault. You're just sick.
So you'll damn all of time to be undone.
No, man, we're not going to take some backwards time-traveling jerk's word for it.
It's trying to unravel the fabric of
You've
time.
got
for
about as much
selfish reasons.
authority as my penis in this situation.
Yeah. His penis has no authority.
None.
None.
I don't even have a penis.
Yeah. It's yellow goo, from what I hear.
Great.
Gray goo, from what I hear.
When are you from?
A long time from now.
How far?
Several million years.
Several million years.
Relative to which dimension you're speaking of.
Okay, so you don't have the complete picture.
I am still there right now.
But you don't know what happens afterward.
Nothing happens afterward. Where in this split second, the moment that I truly exist in is deciding the fate of everything.
So the moment you're in is, from what you can tell, potentially the ending moment.
It will be.
Unless you stop the creation of the Galvanic Collective.
Correct. I've slowed them down already, which is why you've been able to
And
encounter them.
in order to slow them down, you have to kill a whole bunch of people. Why?
Because my actions are directly.
Hashtag shout hey time traveler dude. What does Monday have to say about this? And what's your name? And have you found more like Tom? What do you eat?
Those are a lot of questions, and I'm not going to answer any of them
Oh, man. Awesome.
because I am directly responsible
Good
for their
questions,
creation.
So just choose different.
I can't. I've already. That's occurred. I can't change that, but I can make that never occur by never existing.
Why not just go somewhere where they have time travel and use that?
I can't.
Oh, we can.
I don't believe you can.
Well, lots of metaverses have time travel. We just go to one of those.
You'll have to travel outside of your metaverses. You'll have to travel to management.
This will not be a problem.
Yeah.
We have the means.
I don't believe you do. It will be quite some time from now before the masters decide to take over management.
Management?
Take over management?
Yes.
Elaborate, please.
Who's management?
Management is who's in charge of everything. Essentially. A distant force.
Like God? Talking about God?
A god, probably.
That's a concept, I suppose. Good use.
All right.
Go with that.
I'll deal with it.
The entity called Rhodes answers to management.
That's true. He is always talking about management.
The beginning of the end is when the council decides that their authority supersedes that of management.
So,
Started now by your council. The first steps.
so
Can you draw me a picture?
is there like a there needs to be like some
Yeah,
kind of
like a
chart.
diagram.
Like a memento type thing would be great.
Okay,
Some sort of.
while this is going on, I'm going to shape change.
Okay.
And just like try and have as much of me there as possible. My arm is gonna like go and basically, go down spaghetti small and try and find a way to like work this machine somehow. Got to figure it out because he's literally just talking to hear his head roar, so we'll all blow up.
Yeah.
We got to get into that thing and break it down. So that's what I'm gonna do. But I'm gonna try and be super sneaky about it, and I'll just basically reform most of me inside.
All right. So it's occurring outside of combat, so I'm not going to give you the multi-action penalty, but we're going to need quite a few rolls.
I'm going to need a shape change roll at the very least, followed
First,
by
though,
several repair rolls or something.
I'm going to want the shape change roll first, which what's his focus, I believe?
It's focus.
And what do you got for that?
It's one of those things that has never been raised, so 8.
All right, I'll take a D8 and a D6.
Come on, ones.
Hey.
Holy crap, I'm passing a shape change roll.
Yeah, 12 is a success with the raise. You full on spaghetti. I'm going to need a stealth roll after that so that you're not detected doing this.
Okay,
What do you got for stealth?
D10.
All right, a 10 and a 6 as you try to be sneaky about it.
I'll re-roll that.
All right, personal Benny or store Benny?
Store.
Store Benny, let's re-roll it. 9. That's a great
I'll take
one.
that.
Oh yeah, you are sly as you do it.
And I'm like my eyes have basically gone out of my head at this point, so I can use them. I want to see where I'm going.
So where do you what skill do you think you're using for the third?
I'm guessing repair or electronics. It doesn't really matter which. Probably
your
repair,
preference?
since
Repair?
I'm trying to hurt something more than.
Okay. What do you got for repair?
I have a D8.
All right.
No, wait. I have a D6.
Oh, okay. 2 6s.
I have a D6. That's not good. But I'll take it.
The dice are favoring you today. That's going to be a success with a raise. You're able to get into some of these components. However, you do know just moments before you start to disconnect these things, you're essentially going to be sending all this energy back into this underwater base. So while this earthquake will be stopped, that charge is going to hit this facility that you're inside of.
All right.
So it's a choice you have to make.
It's 4 dead kids. I'm not making that choice. Ivan is. I'll spend a Benny to go halfway.
All right, spending the Benny. Halfway.
It's got to be his choice, not mine.
It's
And
true.
I think he feels strongly that the world shouldn't end. He considers himself a potential national hero anyway. He's just saving the Soviet Union.
He is a man of the people.
What do you think, guys? I know this is not happening in game.
Oh.
I mean,
Blow it up. Save the world.
Yeah. No.
3 conflicting characters all saying different things. That's the problem.
no good. That means we're
John Rattah doesn't care, wants them dead. I think Guy Whitman doesn't want them to die. And then I think Robert Wright is somewhere in the middle or doesn't know what's happening right now. It's got to be somebody, yeah.
Mescalin's a hell of a drug.
I still think I should. I still think we should leave it up to the. I agree with him. We should leave it up to the kids. See what they have to say.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody in agreement?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got personal bennies to spend if you want to let the kids out.
I'll also I'll do one.
I am going to spend 2 of my personal bennies and go straight to Farhad.
All right, Farhad. What does Farhad think about all this?
I killed that man.
Wasn't you, bud.
Welcome to my world. You just got to let it go.
The voice in my head says, better us than the world.
Okay.
I hate to agree, man. But it looks like we don't have many other options here. I feel this monster in the back of my head saying that there's some other option, but I don't see it. I don't know. I don't want to die, but it doesn't look like we have much of a choice, you know. Lifetime of being oblivious and a screw up. Maybe this will be a chance to, not be a screw up anymore, you know. Make my daddy proud. Or not, I don't know. Maybe he won't even care, but
He'll be proud.
yeah, I think he would too.
Yes.
All right.
So,
Well then, click.
And in that moment, the machine is derailed from its progress, but all of that magnetic charge gets channeled right back up into this space, and pieces of it begin collapsing in on itself. It is not instantaneous death, no. But you can tell something bad has happened as the entire control room shakes, and this time, audible alarms start going off, and in a few places, water starts to come through.
Can I make a prayer and an open spell cast? I wanna try to Aquaman this and call aquatic sea life with Beast Friend to help us.
If I could help out with elemental manipulation and see if I can make a bubble around us.
I would like to help with that with telekinesis if I can let Jean take over.
I can be a bubble.
All right, so it's going to be a team effort here.
Okay.
Let's start on. I'm going to go ahead because the idea started here. I'm going to let Farhad start with your focus roll to do Beast Friend.
Okay. That would be a focus of a D8.
All right, let's take a D8 and a D6. As Farhad calls forth to the aquatic creatures and Aquaman's.
Oh,
Whoa!
thank goodness! Thank goodness!
Ooh.
Wow!
Shut the front door.
Oh yeah!
Nice.
Farhad is able to contact
All right,
a
this is
pod
amazing
of
aquatic
whales.
telepathy. You've even got Jason Momoa hair right now.
You've made contact with a pod of whales, which are going to assist you. Stepping down, and elemental.
I'd like to. I have 2 bennies left, right?
Yes.
I'd like to go full Seamus
All right.
and use water. Manipulate elements. Try not to be crushed by the pressure of the ocean.
All right, I'm going to need that weird science roll from you.
That'll be a 6.
All right, a 6 and a 6.
Blub, 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 blub.
Critical failure! Oh no! Better
Right.
hope your friends can make up the difference.
That's what we got a backup plan for.
Yep, right now we are at 3 positive to 2 negative, and
Once we hit that 3rd negative, we in trouble, huh?
yeah. Telekinesis.
Can I spend a Benny to let Jean Rita take over?
Yeah, absolutely, you could.
All right. I'm going to do that and try to essentially do the same thing that he was trying to do.
Yeah,
Try
before
to-
you were trying to reinforce it. Now it's kind of all on you.
Yeah, well, that's fine. You're a very powerful
What do you got for
psychic.
psionics?
Do what you got to do. I have a 12.
All right, I'll take a D12
better
and a
odds.
D6.
Yikes.
Not so great. We've
Benny,
got,
re-roll that.
you got a
Yeah,
store
we got
Benny.
some bennies.
Store
We got
Benny
bennies.
spent. Let's try
Absolutely.
and not get a critical failure in there.
Hey.
All right. Success with a raise.
So Jean Rita is switching it up at the last minute.
And as we go towards the one who's going to be the bubble.
And unfortunately, I have to use my shape change die for that.
Which is an 8.
Yeah, but all I'm really trying to do, since I'm already in a liquid form, that's not going to be too tough. It's not so much a shape change as a large roll.
Yeah, you're going to have to be bigger to contain everyone.
Right, so I'm
So
gonna-
a D8 and a D6. The final roll.
No,
Store Benny.
please.
Yep.
One more time. Let's see if we can do a little better.
Oh, thank goodness.
There we go.
Yeah. That puts it to 8 successes. You form a bubble around them, which the genre then reinforces
away.
with telekinetic
Push the
energy.
pressure away.
But it looks like a hairy Russian kid.
And the pod of whales you summon essentially beach balls it all the way to the surface.
Nice.
I find this strangely amusing.
And the 4 children are able to survive.
Nothing
Run,
like an
whales, run!
early morning swim.
Hopefully we can get them to some land.
Yeah. Well, you know, you're up on the surface for not too long before bits and pieces from below.
Plenty of flotsam and jetsam to grab a hold
Yeah.
of.
And with the brilliant minds of these kids, they won't be stuck at sea for very long.
They'll make a boat out of it.
If there's anyone
smart.
who's alive, I would try to help them. Because
Yeah.
Farhad.
Didn't work out so well for the rest of the people in the facility. They didn't have the ability to call whales or have telekinesis.
They
or
made mistakes.
turn into a beach ball that could
Also, we
withstand the
probably
pressure.
all
We can
have the
brew it.
bends. Okay.
Well, no, I kept the pressure.
Yeah, that was the telekinesis.
Pressurized. Sorry.
I was putting that into the telekinesis part,
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
avoiding
Hopefully I
that
don't.
violent change in pressure.
Here
Here's to hoping.
And with that, you were able to step back from the bodies of these teenagers, and they've got good chances of making it now, and you certainly saved their lives. They couldn't have done those things.
Everybody
without
okay?
A team of you. And you find yourself stepping out of your metapods back aboard the Reliance
Everybody all right?
with a host of new information.
I hate being a kid.
Okay, we know more than we did before.
Minimal
Pass,
casualty.
pass, fail.
Wait, what?
I'm just kidding. We don't grade these. You're fine.
Yeah, oh,
Great job,
that's
guy.
Good. Actually, his demon isn't as bad as I thought it
Not a
was.
demon.
Well, all right.
John
It's-
Ritter
it's-
was clutch.
Yeah,
He
save those kids.
was great.
Maybe I shouldn't be so close-minded.
Maybe.
Maybe I can work with them. He's not as bad as I thought. He changed his mind at the last minute, too.
I still would have wished to kill everyone.
Well, we kind of did. You know, you got what you wanted, but you saved everybody. That was something. Okay, well, broader
So,
perspective. I like
let's
that.
not be kids next time. We'll hope,
Yeah,
hope
no,
for better.
That's my goal.
Hopefully.
Never again, actually.
Very squishy.
Yeah, kid avatars make me feel weird on the inside.
Yeah, the cowboy did something weird with that nudie magazine. It was. I don't want to ever do that again. It was weird. The guy was weird.
You don't know what that is?
He does not, and he is ashamed.
Hey, no, I know what it is.
Let me tell you a little
Fast work.
story.
It's
about-
real.
It's real.
Pierce enters the room eating fried chicken out of a bucket.
Where did you
Oh, we stopped to get chicken.
say chicken for?
I want chicken.
There's a few pieces. You guys go anywhere cool?
No.
Not really. No.
I will trade you for a chicken. Story for chicken.
Story
That's
for
how it
chicken.
works.
Fair.
Take a break.
I was gonna, take it to Reese. We were gonna play some cards.
I like cards.
Sounds simple.
I haven't taken any of you guys' money
like
in
it.
weeks. Let's do this.
I like it.
So you guys learn anything cool at least?
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. We'll
Like what? What's going on? Because John doesn't tell me anything.
so that guy we've been tracking,
Yeah.
we met him.
Psycho killer guy.
Psycho killer guy. He's not so much, I mean, he's definitely psycho, but not like psychotic.
Okay.
He's just, one of those tortured, lonely god types.
He's got problems. He's working on it. I think.
Trying to kill himself and save his boyfriend from becoming the Galvanic Collective in the future or the past or something.
Kind of a dick.
Kind of a dick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, he's responsible for creating the Galvanic Collective, and apparently they're going to win in the end because he's been there and he's seen it.
Time stuff, man.
Screwing with the fabric of time. Yeah.
I've done that a couple of times. I mean, that's one of the reasons why I'm on this shift. Otherwise, I go to prison.
Been there, bud.
Eh.
I did not know that.
Oh yeah.
Disturbing.
Special
Anywho,
dispensation.
Yeah.
Really?
The other news is that apparently our bosses are directly responsible also because of all of this prejudgment we're doing.
We were going to try to break it to you gently,
But-
but we just figured go for the.
Rip the
just-
Band-Aid.
Oh no,
just
I
rip
figured
the
this was
Band-Aid,
going to be a
right? Rip the
problem
Band-Aid.
from
Keep it
the
simple.
start. I mean, don't get me wrong. I Crash is a great guy. He's a great
Agreed.
guy.
He is pretty great.
But this council stuff is just, it's asking for it.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know? It's asking for it.
Yeah, eventually they're going to be corrupted by their own power, and they're going to try and take over management, apparently.
Yeah.
Oh, no, they are going to take
Yeah,
over
that
management.
is a
Right,
definite
right.
thing.
I didn't
according
know
to
Happened
they
Psycho.
could
already, I
do
guess, in the
that.
They didn't know that. They don't know they can do that yet either. But yeah, that's a thing that's going to happen.
Should we
So
tell
if they
them?
do that, then there would be like no more roads, right? Maybe this
You know-
isn't such a bad thing if we let it happen, guys.
This was not the reaction I expected.
Same.
Actually.
No
This is-
roads,
no.
no prison time.
Yeah, no,
Well,
Pierce is a right piece of
Right.
shit.
Is he?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, hey, hey,
Hey,
hey.
I
really
meant that in
know
a good
him
way. You were my kind of scumbag. We're cool.
Nothing wrong. I mean,
So this could go, boobies up at any moment. And when it does, we should probably have a backup plan because if it's like they say, I don't want to be working for them.
oh, well, wait a minute. Isn't
Yeah.
John on the whole council thing?
Oh yeah, he totally is.
So we
We are not talking to John Stone about
Okay.
this.
Okay. So not
should we
talking
talk
John.
about it on the ship since he has like robo ears everywhere?
Oh, no, he's busy. Don't
Okay,
worry about
cool.
it.
Mhm. We could disable those if need be as well.
I've literally thought of at least 13 ways to disable John Stone.
That is
So-
a list we should circulate.
So now we have like two bad guys, right? Psycho killer guy and the council, right?
Well, not necessarily. The council
Well-
obviously has good intentions.
They do. And, they would absolutely kill us all if we tried to do anything to them.
Right?
Right.
See, and that's where I am with it.
Yeah.
But what if we take care of this problem and then we just fuck off?
Just live out our lives and,
I
have
love
some
that.
fun and
You know,
whatever happens, happens. If entire management could stay in the
it's
whole world.
literally millions of years in the future. We know that now.
Oh,
Okay.
that's true.
We're not going to be
Well, if it's
alive
only
to
the
see-
future that's going to suffer, who cares, right?
Oh no, the past is also going to be.
Yeah, it's a
Oh.
whole
He is
thing.
very vague about the whole thing. Like
Right.
he's insistent that the past is also screwed, but
But that hasn't
Man,
necessarily
I wish we had a
happened yet, 'cause we're
timeline
still
because if it
here
wasn't going to
and-
be fast, I'd be like, let's just let it happen. I mean, we won't be alive. Who cares, right?
exactly.
Some of us have intentions on a geologic age, but
Oh yeah,
Fair.
we might be around. for long.
True.
Oh,
That sucks for you.
Anyway,
I think the princess,
Yeah.
they live like forever and ever.
Do they?
not my
From the
zoo, not my
conversation I got, it
monkeys,
was
so
like
I
until they
care.
don't want to.
Weird. I want some of that.
Yeah. It's immortality's not so great. I mean, they've been around for thousands of years now. It's
Share the secret, fam.
well, I bonded a synthetic humanoid,
Hmm.
so I don't age.
Share the secret, fam. Like
as long as they're maintained.
Wait, you
Vector Reigns could be everywhere.
Oh yeah, my bond is with the synthetic humanoid, and then I made sure that they were the last person in their race, that their race is reestablished, and now their dimension has lots of them in it.
so you banged a robot?
No, we're bonded, man, bonded.
I'm still
I mean, that was why I did the whole
Let
abandoning.
me ask you, Guy. Are you and John Ritta banging?
no.
Okay.
No.
Well, it's kind of the same thing.
Yes.
He never is banging.
Yeah,
I bang all the time. I get a
the
lot
person I
Like on the
bonded.
ship with what?
No,
with,
no, no, no.
With who?
I mean, where I was from, I got a lot of action.
You got nothing. You do not know what to do.
I know what to do.
Yeah, the person I bonded was when I did the whole, screwed off. I left you guys on the ship and let it on autopilot because I had to go and repropagate their race, make it come back again. And I wouldn't have been able to do if it wasn't for those council people. That bombshell. I mean, the whole nanotech,
It's good stuff.
self-replicating, and
I've seen it. Beautiful cities too.
yeah, so all set. So don't tell John Stone. Fried chicken, poker, some beer.
Yeah, I think you got it pretty much.
Yeah, that sounds
Sounds
that's,
awesome.
that's exactly.
All
what
right,
we're-
sounds great.
No
And that's all the
complications.
time we have for this episode of The Reliables, guys. Thank you
for
for
being here,
tuning
guys.
in.
That was
Thanks
fun.
for watching. Make sure you check out some Zoe Game Night. Check out the Twitter, the Reliables Twitter. We got a Reliables webpage. We do.
Yeah.
If some of this stuff is confusing to you, you could absolutely go back for some filler and watch, the beginning of the Reliables. You could also watch Masters of the Metaverse, which is full of tons of information. Some of it would probably make a lot more sense now that you've seen some of the Reliables stuff. I mean, maybe we've opened up some doors and tied some things in. But anyway, you can always tune back in next week as we start another set of avatars, another story. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And I think it's a murder mystery, right? We're doing a murder mystery.
Okay, well,
It's a murder mystery. So tune in next week for the beginning of a murder mystery. And until then, we love you. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.